Oh, what is going on? What is going on? Let me get a sound check. I got the headset on. Sometimes the headset causes issues. How you guys doing out there? Hey, I dropped a link, and I want you guys to feel free to join in. Join in. Join in. What's up, Larry? What's up, Scott? Mark, my bro. KO, KO. Can't believe you got out of Oxnard with your rims and tires. Well, I was right down the road from Colonia too. If you grew up there, you know where Colonia is. I'm glad my family didn't stay in Sacramento. I'm very happy in Missouri. Love that misery. What's up, Kyle? Nevada Trucking and Trails in the house. Shadow Frost, what up? What is going down? The British are coming. The British are coming. Right? What's up, Mark? Mr. Nomadic Brit. Uh, Jessica Jenkins. Hi, my love. Let's see. Um, Ryan Rueda. Hey, that story about Goleta, the good land, that's kind of funny. Must have been the 90s if you guys had afros, right? That's about that time. That's about that time. KO, so you have friends with the Dallas Cowboys star tattooed on the side of their head? Let's see. Mark is saying hello to Mrs. Velox. Juan Zuniga, Arizona is the place to live. I like Arizona. I like it. I like it. Edgar Truck Niner Garcia, what's up, Nick? Greetings from Riverside. The IE checking in. CJ Hudson, fairly new to your channel. Seen you on Cash is King and absolutely digging your channel and the energy brings, sir. Thanks, CJ. I love Cash is King. He's the man. He is the man. Kirk. Good old Kirk. How am I doing? I'm doing good. My rims need polishing, but I'm doing good. Let's see. Kevin Dahlman, hello from Fort Wayne, Indiana. I think I've driven, I don't think I've actually gone through Indiana yet. Yeah, I think that whole like Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, I haven't done any of the Northeast like from there on. So let's see. Carlos Aguiar, roll music. That's right. That is right. That is right. Mrs. Nevada Trucking Trails checking in. Fate Trucking Hotel Review. It's a La Quinta. I thought it would be a little nicer than it is. I should have gone with there's another one down the road. What happened was I was already planning to go to one across the street, and because it has a nice big dirt lot where I could look out and see the truck. And then that one's closed for remodeling. So then I saw there was a lot over here, but I can't see the truck, but it's safe. It's parked off the road. And but this one's a little older, not as not as clean, not as nice as I mean, for $87, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit, right? It's got air conditioning. The sheets are clean. I inspected them with my flashlight. Levi Dominguez, El Gordo Velox. You should have seen me. I inhaled some Chicago style pizza right now. Let's see. Mr. Lee Shaver checking in from Paris, California. I like it. Let's see. BT Trucking. Is it too hot to stay in the truck? It's not that hot, but it's hot enough. It's warm enough, and I needed a little bit of internet, a little bit of air conditioning, and just a break, man. It's a small sleeper I got, guys. It gets old staying in that thing for like 5, 6, 7 days in a row, whatever. It hasn't even been that many days, but I've just been in it a lot lately, and I just felt like, you know what, tonight I have this like extended period of it's basically a whole day off. I mean, I had 200 miles to drive today, so I just didn't want to sit in the truck for that long and sleep for that long. It gets stuffy in there. That little black sleeper just catches all the heat. So let's see, Robert Armstrong. What's up? Velox 18 trucking. Shadow Frost chilling in a hotel. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Out in New Mexico. New Mexico. Is that Bile, Adam? Bile? Or is that like, is that Bile? Um, Brian Ruedas in 2005 is when the story took place. 2005, you guys were a little late on the Afro thing then. You guys were, you should have had some other hairstyle going on by 2005, man. 2005. Low key trucking in the house. Hey, Velox. KO, I moved to Camarillo. My wife is a parole agent. Let's say she knows a few of my schoolmates. Yeah, for real. There's a few on parole. My brother lives in Camarillo. He lives off of Lewis. 2-1 in Lewis. No, I can't do that. All right. Mr. Nomadic, I answered that already. I think I'm already like significantly behind on the comments, and I feel like I'm answering them quickly. Let's see. You guys all saying hi to each other. I like that. Mark M, I'm gonna go walking and listen. Man, that's a smart move. You're gonna burn some calories, get some exercise in, and listen to the Velox. You ever thinking about moving to SoCal? Seems like there's more opportunities down here. So, Mr. Is that AI? AI Go or Al? I can't tell. But anyway, I lived down in Ventura for a while, and I never really thought to go further south. I don't like how congested it is down there. It's hard. It's hard to for me to enjoy myself. If I could afford to live down in like San Diego or something, maybe the weather is really cool up there or down there. I like it, but yeah, there is a lot more opportunities of trucking in the LA area. There's a lot of freight. Let's see. Harold Backer, where does the channel name come from besides your last name? My last name's actually not in it. So the channel name is, Trucking California, because I planned on primarily trucking in California. And then Velox 18 is the name of my trucking company. And Velox is the word for velocity in Latin. So speed. I got them 18 wheels going fast down the road. Kevin Dahman said lots of cornfields out there in Indiana. Let's see, Rich Taco said Arizona needs to fix its roads. Get it together, Arizona, for real. For real. Because it shook my fender loose again yesterday. Man, this is one of those chairs that like it's either all the way leaned back, like recline, or you're sitting up at the grill. But let's see. Nomadic Brit did say hit the thumbs up for the host. I like that. Northern Pacific Logistics Inc. Where you heading? I deadheaded 200 miles today from the Albuquerque area up to almost Colorado. I'm up here in the northern part of New Mexico. Keep on trucking, Mr. Scott Apple. I mess people's names up constantly. Fake trucking said cash is king. Is the man you drinking, bro? No, I ain't drinking. Well, drinking man. All right. I know. I need to kick the habit. Mark said that Peterbilt that I got, that black Peterbilt, is a girly truck. Just saying, get yourself a Cascadia. Yeah, there you go. I sure, sounds good to me. Let's see, OTR we go. It sounds better if you say the whole thing, huh? Over the road we go. That's got a little ring to it. A huge congrats on completing your obligations to the state of California. As William Wallace would say, freedom. Yes, indeed. It feels good, man. It was really like we were looking forward to moving, and then that was like the one kind of like dark cloud hanging over the whole thing, and now no dark cloud. Mr. Al Nunnery, what's going on? Hi and howdy. Hello, hey, hi and howdy. Every time. I like it. From Southeast Tennessee, soon to be neighbors. Let's see. Stephen Baxter, love the content. Man, love you, bro. Love you. Lee Shaver said green APU. Yeah, man. If I could get one, I could get one on the cheap, but APUs are expensive. I can't afford that right now. Trying to buy a house. There's a lot of money tied up right now. A lot of money going out, not a lot of money coming in. Rich Taco, I'm gonna guess you went to Farmersville area to pick up potatoes from Lay's. I'm up in Farmington. Yeah, Farmington up here, and got a 7 a.m. appointment to pick up potatoes. You called it. You called it. Let's see. This trucking life. Hey, hey. Plays on Freeway. What is going on? Are you still working on that section of the 99 over there, Mr. Plays on Freeway? Eric Jenkins, my long lost brother. Hey, what's up, Nick? Hope Mexico's treating you good. Checking in from Vegas. Vegas, baby, Vegas. Oh, I just hid the comment. I didn't want to do that. Oh, I didn't hide it for good. Okay, good. I don't know how to use StreamYard. I'm just using it because I dropped the link up at the very top of the comments. I dropped the link so that anyone can join and we can talk and chat. And we'll try to get through some of these comments, but yeah, it's tough. Craig Francis from Australia, Robert from Vancouver. What's going on? What's going on? John Aitken, I am in a hotel. That is true. And that's what's going on. Madillac, I like that. Madillac 21, hello. I like your name. Nomadic Brit said, when's the next freight race? Me and Kyle were talking about this, Mr. Nevada Trucking and Trails. We were talking, we're going to have to make a Great Freight Race Survival Edition. Great Freight Race Survival Edition. Try and get through these tough times that we're in. Let's see. David Cradler said, have some hatch green chilies for Velox 18. Yeah, I probably would need some. Sheldon Williams, hi from Cincinnati, Ohio. Who they think gonna beat the Bengals? Nobody. All right. Skippy Jones, what is going on? What is going on? Mr. Knockout KO. I was gonna call you Knockout from now on. Boom, Knockout. Graduated 1987. Got a job, got an IROC Camaro and a mullet. True story. That sounds about right, man. Sounds about right. Lee Shaver just said SoCal. Low-key trucking, deep for hauling produce or frozen? So far, produce hasn't done me dirty, but both of them have to be, on continuous. But I guess I'd prefer produce just because it doesn't have to work as hard, burn less fuel. T Tony, Las Vegas, waving a hand back at you. Oh, Harold Backer, hi from Cleveland, Ohio. That city up in the north of Ohio. I've never actually been to Cincinnati, but because I'm a Bengals fan, yeah, we talk dirty about the people up there from Cleveland. Al Nunnery from Cleveland, Tennessee. What's going on? That's down there by Chattanooga. If you go from where I'm living down the 24 to Chattanooga, and then go towards Knoxville, then you'll go through Cleveland, I think, right? Am I doing that right? You let me know. Juan Lucio Velox, what's up, brother? Big fan. Doing Dollar General out in the Chicago area. Man, Chicago area is where it's at. Freight is still good out there from what I hear. It's always better than everywhere else. So what's going on, bro? We got 109 people in here. What's going on? I guess I haven't gone live in a while since that one video kind of blew me up a little bit. So hanging out in here with me. You guys are crazy, man. You guys are crazy. All right. Hey, Hoser, I beat you to Tennessee. Get your butt out here. I will. Colorado SGS. Is that we had this discussion before about what the CO or was it commanding officer? I forget, man. Oh, see, it's been too long since I've gone live. You guys, I've forgotten all the things. I've forgotten all the things. 2 cent trucking. When do you close on the new place? This week. This week. I got to get back. Got to get my butt back to California in time to sign papers on Friday morning. Let's see. Kyle Busch is number 18, and he's fast. Yeah, but he's not Velox. Let's see. Juan Lucio got to go to Tacos El Gordo in San Diego. Okay, is that different than the one that's in Las Vegas? Because the one in Vegas is pretty bomb. Pretty bomb. BT Trucking saying, help Nick out. Drop a like. Drop a like. Let's see. Robert asked, "What happened to the truck?" Nothing happened to the truck. It's parked out there. I needed a little air conditioning and just a little rest from being in there. Been in there a lot, and it's a small sleeper I got. It's not made for long haul over the road, long stretches. So just taking a break from it. One night, $87. Not not gonna not gonna hurt me on $87. When I break down my whatchamacallit, my money from this trip, I'll deduct this from the revenue so you guys know what it cost me. Okay, the headset's not on. Is that real? Is that true? That would be dumb. Is it kind of echoey? You guys tell me if you can hear that. Does that just break your ears? Oh yeah. Are you going to change the name to Velox the Dixie Mafia Trucking? No, no. In fact, people have and not like super like like liberal people, woke people weren't the ones telling me I should stay away from Dixie. It's people I trust and believe that I should stay away from the term Dixie in my name. And I was like, cool. I just thought it was like the like nickname for like the area. I didn't know it had any connotation besides the area of the South. But a few different people told me maybe don't do that. Kind of has like all the racist crap that comes along with that. I'm like, okay, I didn't know that. So if anyone believes that or thinks that, then I should just not even do it because I don't want to be associated with that at all. And I don't care for the name that much. It was just kind of an idea. The Trucking Dixie with Velox 18, I like that one a little bit, but I think I'm just going to go with Trucking with Velox 18 and just shorten it up a little bit and make it simpler. Boom. I hear FCSA is going to put the brakes on us, make everyone have a limiter. You hear any of that? I read a story about that, but I don't know. I feel like we're supposed to have a bunch of other stuff. A lot of guys are supposed to have parts on their truck that they don't have. So I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Nomadic Brit said William Wallace ain't it. You can go hang out with Mr. OTJB with that ain't it stuff. Only things that are it are allowed in Velox's lives. That is it. That are it. We are it. I don't know. All right. Edgar Truck Niner. Garcia, guys, there's 70 plus people in here. How about hitting that like button? I like you guys are all up on the like button stuff. I'm digging it. Cascadia, a rolling football. I like it. Rich Taco said, how would they ever enforce speed limiters? They can't. Exactly. Mega DM87, what up? Velox. Oh, Chris Walsh, what's up, bro? Hold on. I gotta find you. Hold on. We gotta get this thing. Boom, Chris Walsh TV, you got a blue wrench, bro. What is going on? What is going on? I finally went live, Chris. I'm finally live in living color. Let's see. Ricky Claire said, keep on trucking Velox from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. I got some Canadians that watch the channel. It's awesome. Awesome. Al Nunnery, invite me out to Tennessee. I'm on my way, bro. On my way. Madlack, would love to see you flapping. Let's see how long this takes. Exactly. See how long it takes me to finally change over to flatbed. I have a feeling I'm going to, but I don't know. Once you like get in the groove of like learn something, kind of don't want to have to go back and learn something else, man. I got enough crap going on in my life. Yeah, the Cascadians are money makers, Mark. We know. Plays on freeway, said he's not on the 99 up near me anymore. He's working around the Orange County area these days. The OC, it's probably a little bit more dangerous to work over there with all the people driving like how they drive. Dan's Outdoor Adventures, good evening for the Pacific Northwest. Good evening, Mr. Dan. Oh yeah, what'd you think of Ephesians 1 and Romans 8? You said you busted out the Bible to see what those said. It'd be cool to hear what you thought about them. Miss Vegan, looking forward to your next Great Freight Race Survival Edition. Yeah, that should be good. Why am I in the hotel? Because I wanted to get a hotel. That's all. I know someone already asked what was wrong with what was wrong with the truck. Nothing's wrong with the truck. I just needed a break from the sleeper, man. That little sleeper. It's 48-inch sleeper. It's got closet and little bed, and it's black, and the sun just like stays in there. It gets hot and it stays hot all night long. And I don't have an APU, so and I don't like to idle my truck because it's a carb compliant truck. So anyway, let's see. Woodland Creed Trucker says, "What's up, Nick? Why and when you moving to Tennessee? Is it because of better rates out there? Hello from Prince Albert, Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan. All right, hold on. We got to just a little culture wall is the man, right? I mean, you're from up there. You're in Canada. He has a song called Saskatchewan in 1881. You should listen to it. It's awesome if you don't know it already. Why I'm moving to Tennessee? We've wanted to move out of California for a while for a number of reasons, some of which I think probably the most like I wanted to raise my kids in there we go.
I'm trying to, yeah.
I wanted to raise my kids in a place that is it not? It's not working. It's totally not, is it? My headset. It's just here for looks now.
Your headset's working. Okay. Can everybody hear me? Your
That's
headset.
what I can't hear you in the headset, so that makes me think that it's not working at all.
I can hear you clearly.
Well, yeah, because my phone is the microphone. I can't hear you.
Okay. No, now you're completely dead. I can't hear you at all. Should I just take over your show and you can just go to bed or something?
That's a good idea, actually. All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah, most of the freight race people are in here because Nevada's in here, trucking together's in here.
Yeah, where you guys at? Jump in. I need everyone in the stream. I put the link at the very top, and I can't catch up to my comments quick enough to put another link in. But you guys scroll up to the top of the
Nevada and trucking together. Come on.
Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, let's have a. It's like one of those things where you get together again like years later.
Oh yeah, this is the reunion show. The reunion show.
That's what I was thinking of.
So go back to this question real quick. It's kind of like real estate prices. Like we can live differently out there on the same amount of money, and trucking pays similar. I mean, it really depends on the lanes you run, but there's good lanes out there as well as where I'm at. So it's kind of like I figure I can make just about the same amount of money, if not more, out there, and the cost of living is a lot cheaper. So my wife's family lives out there, but my family still lives in California. So it's not like family really like pulled us out there. It's just the real estate prices, the way that we're living out in the country. We moved out to the country, like country. So it's just kind of what we wanted to do. We wanted to do that for a while. So now we are doing it. Okay. Rich Taco, if you move to Memphis, will you get gold grilled teeth? I'm not moving to Memphis, bro. But if I did, I would. All right. Let's see.
Memphis is a bit different. Yes, BT's in here as well. So everybody apart from Matt is in here from the freight race.
Yeah. What's going on? What is going on? They all need to jump in.
Yeah, get in here, you lot.
I thought the Bengals did good, Larry. I thought the Bengals did good. Oh, there it is. Chris Walsh TV. Let's see. I gotta scroll down and see that. Oh, there it is. There it is. You got yourself. It worked. The blue wrench worked. All right, now you can kick people out or delete messages. So I've given you a great deal of responsibility here.
So what's going on with the rates in California and stuff? So where's your transport and everything going on?
It's just like
I don't know. It kind of reminds me of when I was like last April when I was first starting out.
Right.
It's not like drastically bad. It's I don't know. Like it's just like you got to work to make money. like if
No
you're
way.
not afraid to if you're not afraid to like put down some miles, then
Right.
at least in reefer, I know dry van is way worse. But I think that's how dry van kind of is. It's much
I
more
think,
cyclical.
yeah, because I think the problem is with dry van. Dry van is the biggest part of the industry, but they move things like things that you don't need. You know, when money gets tight, do you need that TV? Do you need that? So they move things that we don't.
Yeah,
And as you get more, as you cut it down more, because obviously I'm tanker, you're reefer, it starts to get into a different field. But van always gets hit the hardest. You know.
yeah, yep. Um, let's see. J831, what's good, brother? What is going on up there in Salinas or that area anyway? Juan Lucio said, Bengals fan? Damn, now I have to unsubscribe. Dang, it's like that.
Who's the Bengals? What are
The
they?
Cincinnati Bengals, it's American football. You wouldn't know anything about it. Just go back to
American
your
football's girly. That's the ones where they wear all the flipping body armor. Whereas like a British rugby's where we beat the crap out of everybody. Just,
yeah. No,
yeah,
rugby is legit. As long as you don't watch football, like whatever UEFA Champions League or whatever, where the guys spend half the time rolling around on the ground faking injuries, kind of like
yeah,
the NBA.
yeah. All the foreigners do. The British don't. We actually just dish it out. So, but anyway,
Who is that one guy? Was he Germany? The guy who headbutted that other dude?
no,
Bam! I
that
was
was
like,
that. Yeah, yeah. It's the British and European football gets crazy. Soccer, as you would call it here.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's like that's massive. You know, that is like sacred. Just the stuff that goes on there is crazy. So, but anyway, why aren't the rest of the other crew coming in here, like trucking together? Who's in that message?
yeah. I
Come
don't
on,
know.
you lot, stop messing around. And
Yeah,
Larry, get in here, Larry.
scroll up to the top of the comments and click on that link.
Uh huh.
There we go.
El Gordo.
El Goro.
Yeah.
Used to run all the same lanes. Um, Thanks for bringing my old stomping grounds. Great videos. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Like I was talking to someone else, and I was mentioning how because I run the West and not that many YouTubers really run out there, and it seems like a lot of people. I don't know. I get recognized way more than I thought I would because my channel's not big. It's not like huge. I mean, it's doing well, and I'm happy with the size of it. But it's not like I've got like a million subscribers. But I drive around and I get honked at constantly. I get people like and honked and waved and like they like give me this like I watch you on YouTube, or they put up their phone and they point to it like I'm watching you right now. And it's like I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
It's
Kind
amazing
of
how
crazy.
influential this thing is. I've had like different guys that have said that they've joined Schneider because they've seen some of my videos. Or I had one guy come up to me the other day out of the blue, saying, are you that number? And he just stopped his bloody truck like in front of everybody else. He got out of his cab and then comes over to me and says, "You that nomadic Brit guy?" I said, "Uh huh." Oh
Are
yeah,
you that
yeah,
nomadic Brit guy?
yeah, yeah. That
That's
bloke.
funny.
It's weird. Kind of freaks you out a bit, but hey.
Yep. Jeff Ellis, non-trucker. I'm always fascinated by non-truckers who watch my channel. Always fascinated. I feel
Jeff
like
Jeff Ellis, question: how did you find Nick, and why do you follow Nick if you're not a truck driver?
good
Curious as to
question.
know. Just curious as to know.
I was gonna ask, but I didn't want to sound rude, you know.
Ish. Sorry.
And and I didn't want to fish for compliments or anything. Like, so is
Yeah.
it just like that you like me and my
Yeah.
personality and how cool I am and how
Nick,
like funny
yeah.
I am?
You know I'm Nick. You know I'm blunt. So I say what's on my mind.
Mike Hart said Northern Mexico is beautiful. Trucking together, saying hi to people. Woods and Bikes, new to the channel. What's the man? I wish maybe you finish the question later, but welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing.
Yeah,
Frenchie,
your own time.
have you done any reconnaissance? I'm assuming you're talking about Tennessee. Yes, my wife and I have both visited, although separately. We've yet to travel together as a family because our 5-year-old with autism, it would be hard for him to be on an airplane, we think. We've never tried it, but we figure we'll start with a shorter flight than like across the whole country. But we're going to drive out there when we move. So he likes driving. He loves driving. And I'm going to put his car seat in my big truck and let him ride shotgun probably most of the way because he will be happy just chilling there pretty much all day. We did a 3-hour drive just as a test run like 6 months ago, and he
you did that video where he was in your truck and you took him out and he was good to go.
He wasn't ready to get out after 3 hours. He was like, "Come on, Dad! Like that's such a short shift. What do you like a part-time trucking?"
Even he's telling you not working hard enough.
Let's see. Dutra, Velox 18, cool truck. Let's see some gear jamming. Oh, you guys want to see that part in the video? Yeah, I kind of gotten like this little rut with my videos where I just do the same things all the time. I try to change it up every once in a while, but it's hard to truck and like put in 600 plus miles to make pickups and deliveries at odd hours and then still be creative. Like, I don't know. Let's see. DC doing a 10-hour in New York.
Oof. Yeah, you can keep that one.
There it is. There's the rest of that. Where'd you get the name Velox 18 from? I made it up. I just know it. Velox is the Latin word for velocity, for speed, for fast. And so when I was trying to think of a name for my trucking company, all the names that I thought of were taken, including Velox Trucking is taken by a number of different companies. I've seen one that operates in California, another one operates interstate out in, I want to say Indiana or Illinois or somewhere out there. And so I was like trying to come up with something, and I decided, you know what if I put a number at the end of it? The 18 wheels sounds cool. Let's do that. So
I bought up all the Veloxes because you said you were going to change your name to that. So I went out ahead and bought all the names up. No, I didn't. I was just joking.
Over the Road We Go said, any decisions on the new channel name? Velox 18 would be good. Yeah, I'm thinking about just the Velox 18. That way it's like straight to the point, or doing trucking with Velox 18 so that people know it's trucking. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Next.
There's that one. Trucking America with Velox 18. That's a consideration too. That one's in consideration.
There's a better one coming. Get ready.
There it is. Trucking chicken plants with Velox 18.
No, not that one. But who did that one? 2 cents trucking.
Oh, there we go. Okay, Frenchie said, have you done any reconnaissance missions on good Mexican restaurants in Tennessee? You have to make sure El Gordo Velox can eat well. Yes. So there's one called Mexico Típico. And that one in Murfreesboro, I had it when I was there, and it is the bomb. It is not Tex-Mex. It is like authentic Mexican food. A+ in my category. So I told my wife, we have a restaurant. We will never try any other restaurant. We'll just, when we want Mexican food, we go to Mexico Típico. So that's where we're gonna go. There used to be a trucking company, I'm assuming, called Mason-Dixon Lines. That's funny.
Mason-Dixon.
Place on freeway. How about the trucking pixie?
The what?
The trucking pixie.
Yeah, that's unusual.
Instead of Dixie, we can do pixie. Because I'm kind of a fairy. That's what he's getting at. All right, that's the joke.
I didn't want to say.
Just saying. I'm willing to say it. Gus
Okay.
Reyes.
It's your
like
channel. I was just
videos.
being polite.
There you go. Look at Gus Reyes. I like your videos, man. I don't know anything about trucking or how they appeared in my feed, but I'm glad they did. Boom. What's up, Gus? You know that's my youngest son's name, right? It's awesome. Dario. Yo, you familiar with Guad? It's near your hometown? Yeah, bro. Yeah, good old Guadalupe. I used to go down to Oso Flaco all the time. That was like kind of one of my spots to go and be alone. I'd go down to Oso Flaco and I'd hike out to the beach, and then you could hike along the beach because it's on the other side of like where they block it off for like the dunes and the nature preserve and all that. You could walk from Oso Flaco all the way to freaking almost Point Sal. So yeah, I'm familiar with it, Dario. Trucking Pixie 18. You guys are getting me with this. I just be fairy Velox mother trucking. That's what I should be.
Wrench me, bro. Oh, okay.
Ask and you shall receive. That's all I'm gonna say. If I can find. Oh wow, I'm really behind, aren't I?
Yeah, normal.
Oh man. Oh,
I didn't
my
like to
goodness.
say. I didn't like to say.
Just trucking's in the house all the way. Now I'm looking at all the comments that we got to catch up to, and I'm like, man.
Yeah, hurry up.
Look at. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. I'm telling you, try Mexico Típico in Murfreesboro. It's good. Zelda said, "Hello from Canada. Grew up in Southern Cali. Now freezing my ass off up north."
Yeah, say what you mean.
Yeah.
See this one. Look at that. Look at this name. Look at that one.
Velox 18 trucking British style.
British style. Yeah. See, that
British
just beats
style.
everybody. That sounds better than Pixie.
Yeah. Jeff Largent said W9s for the win. Man, I think I like the W9s. I think now that I have a 389, I think I need to get a W9 so I can really compare them.
Diva, you already got a truck. God,
I'm just saying I can't give a real opinion until I
You want to get one of those? Is it a Kenworth 990? Is that new thing?
No, I just want a regular W9.
Get a 990. Just do as you're told. Get a 990. I'm just saying.
Do as you're told. Hey, if anyone wants to join in on this fantastic live, you guys go scroll up to the top of the comments.
Yeah, Trucking Together's got enough to say in there. They should be in here.
Right.
And Larry and Nevada.
Mark M told me to switch out for a 3-axle step deck. Yeah, man, that's a yeah, that's an option. I guess I'm just overwhelmed a little bit by like the idea of a step deck and all the different. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, Robert, a true coffin sleeper would be the 36-inch sleeper, right? Because I got the 48, so I get a closet. So it's a coffin with a closet.
What is a coffin sleeper? What does that mean?
That's just what they call those little 36-inch sleepers, where it's just a bed. And it's just a coffin. That's all it is.
Sounds like you die in there or something.
Yeah. Chris Walsh TV said I should link up with Gentry and Sons Trucking when I get out to Tennessee. That would be cool. From everything I hear from people who have interacted with him, he's legit as like kind and generous as he seems to be on YouTube. So I would definitely like to meet with someone like that and become friends with someone like that. I just like cool people. So he seems like cool people.
Bees Knees works for them, or contracts to him, because I follow him. He's changed his name, but he contracts to them.
I've been following. I don't watch very much YouTube anymore, but I watched his video where he went with Tim out doing all the stuff with like military vehicles, and yeah, that was a good one.
Right.
That was a good one. Scott Jones said time to get a 78-inch sleeper. Yeah, or even just a 60-inch sleeper with but an APU for sure. APU. Hey, just chugging. If ask the green APU people if they want to hook me up.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Tommy, this is a hard question for me, man. My favorite genre of music. I have gone through so many phases in my life that I have no favorite genre. I can listen to like rock, like even like some metal stuff I like. I can
Opera,
listen I can listen to I mean I can do some there's some stuff. There's some stuff I could do.
Yeah, the
Maybe,
nose is going.
maybe not opera, all right, but there's a lot of different styles of
Yeah.
music that I can get down with. What I've been listening to lately is Coulter Wall. Who?
Who?
Well, I've been listening to a lot of like Social Distortion and Dropkick Murphys lately too. I kind of got in this
Dropkick
like,
Murphy.
yeah, I've been
Is
kind
he
of getting
Irish
into
or
this
something?
like, so I've kind of been like in this little retro phase, and then yeah, Culture Wall is kind of like the newer stuff I've been listening to, just that kind of I don't know, that plains country that he does. I like it. I like it.
Okay.
Let's see. KO said there's a million reasons to leave California. I'm not leaving as I love the area and retire from the state. Income is good and I drive part-time. Yeah, if I could afford to live like on the Central Coast somewhere, where the weather is beautiful, or down in San Diego where the weather is beautiful. I mean, the weather I've never experienced better weather than there. And I would love to stay there. I would love to just enjoy the ocean. I mean, where else can you go and like get it's almost like free therapy, free entertainment, because you just go to the ocean and you can go surf or swim or boogie board or go hike the trails in the hills right there. Like, so there's like all kinds of different ways that you can do stuff for free. And then you move out to the valley and everyone wants to spend money on everything. You got to like drive somewhere, or you got to like buy toys or boats, or I don't know. It's just a different style of life. But I like, yeah, I if I was staying in California, it would be because I like won the lottery and bought a house in Santa Barbara.
Okay.
Let's see. Jessica's saying hey to everybody.
Hello, Jessica.
Trucking Together said can't find the link on the mobile though.
It's right at the top. Crikey, if some old git like me can find it, you guys can find it.
How do I hold on? Let me post
It's
a
right
comment.
at the top.
You guys are getting my my concentration face because
I've noticed that actually. You're very like focused. Hello, Nick.
there it is. All right, I just dropped it again for you guys.
Right. No excuse.
My wife just texted me and she said, "Bruh, you are too behind." I'm trying. There's 112 people in here.
There's no excuse, Mrs. I totally agree with Mrs. Velox. You're not with it. You just need to get a grip of yourself, son. If you take your shipping.
Let's see.
Chris, you any relation to Jan Hammer? Just
Kevin Dalman said taking my CDL test on Thursday morning.
unlucky.
Hey, and Shannon Thomas Trucking wanted to talk to you about the your comment about not bringing stuff that we need.
Hello, Shannon. No, Shannon's a good young lady. She's more. She operates more over like this normal side of the world. But she has gone from like company driver with JB Hunt to contracted to oh bloody hell, what they called? She knows because she works with them. But she's done really well. You need to watch some of her videos. She's she's good. She's learning.
Okay.
But I'm not disrespecting anything, Shannon. I'm just saying that the dry van is going to take the hardest hit because that is the biggest part of the transport industry.
Well, and she called us handsome, so she can get away with whatever she wants to say in here. All right. Once you compliment the
yeah, I like Shannon. She's great.
CO said hasn't heard from Nomad Trucker in a month. I talked to him on the phone. He's doing good. He's doing really good. Just not putting out a lot of content right now, but you can rest assured he's doing well. I talked to him. He's it's softball season, so you can in his house softball season means lots of softball games and busy. Let's see. Juan Fernandez, what's up, Velox? Live in Bakersfield, but been running the Midwest the last couple weeks. Midwest paying good, paying better than California, Juan, I hope. Let's see. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you. Yeah, Road Dog said, you can just go. I'll take over all the Cali loads. That's hey,
get
man.
Out.
Yep. Oh, wait. Oh, we got people. I'm sorry, guys. I left you guys waiting. I was sitting in here.
It's young Alice.
What's up, Yoder?
Hi. Okay.
All right. So now we got too many people. I'm not gonna be able to get through all these comments now because we got too many people in here. What's up, Alice?
Oh, just got back from Phoenix. We got our truck all detailed out. Looks amazing.
So
that's fun.
How's life going for you then, Alice? How's it all going over there?
It's going good. Miss being in the truck. Martin's tired a lot because he's busting his butt doing this flatbed stuff, but everybody's adjusting and it's going good.
I think that's half the thing, because the way the economy or the way the trucking industry's going, you've got to just change and adapt,
Yeah, we're still making a profit, so even with the rates dropping, but paid off equipment really helps with that.
Definitely.
Yeah. You and your paid off equipment, you guys.
It's a proven product. You've got to. I was talking to Larry earlier on, and why is this all weird? It sounds echoey.
Yeah, somebody bad.
It's young Alice. Alice, you messed it up, young lady.
No, there you go.
It's not me.
I muted Daniel until he gets his ear set. Oh no, it's not him.
Yeah, come on, Daniel. Sort it out.
I don't know. It's not him.
It's not me either.
It has to be. Oh wait, he's not muted. How do I mute him? I don't know if is it working? How's that?
That's better.
Okay, so Daniel, if you can figure out how to not get that echo in there.
Turn YouTube off.
Oh yeah, if you got YouTube on in the background, it'll echo. I forgot about that. Thank you, Mr. Nomadic.
And I ain't technically minded, but I do know that one. So.
There you go. All right, did we get it figured out? Let me. I
have no idea.
I muted him. Oh.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I can, but we have an echo.
Okay.
Can you turn off the YouTube stream? So you basically have to watch on the StreamYard app or on the. I can't even get out like two words before I stop because I hear myself.
Boom.
I'm not sure what I'm doing here.
Daniel, you're gonna have to 5 seconds. If not, we're gonna have to kick you out. I'm just saying. I'm not mincing my words.
I don't know what I'm doing here.
I know. I can vouch for that.
Mark. There we go.
Is it going quiet?
So Daniel, if you probably have your YouTube app on in the background, and so it's playing both on your StreamYard and also from the YouTube app. So if you pause the YouTube app, then you should be able just to hear just your StreamYard. And then...
Okay, so how is it now?
Let's see. I can see it pretty early. Yeah. Daniel, I appreciate you checking in, but I think we gotta bounce you because it's difficult to hear.
Okay.
You got anything you want to say?
Out.
There he goes. He bounced himself. Sorry, Daniel.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Next.
Thank you for checking in. Yeah. Who else wants to come in and get bounced out? Like, come on, join it.
Young Alice is here.
I saw
I'm
you.
here.
She's got the hair going on and everything.
I know. Martin is he's resting right now. He just got done servicing the truck, so he's got his shirt off, and that's a little bit too much for you guys to see on the live feed.
Oh, bring it on. Bring it on. And we can do it together. No, I'm joking. Okay.
Oh, Mother of the Year. I was trying to read Young Alice's t-shirt. I'm trying to read it, but the year was below the screen thing.
I'm going to hype myself up.
I was going to see Mother of the, and that was it. Anyway.
Whatever I can do to embarrass my kids, I'm probably going to do it.
Excellent.
Hans,
Anyway.
I bet he was leaving California. Yeah. I think if people who called it California ever lived in California, they would understand that it's not as bad. Like when normal people in California like hear the laws and the rules and stuff, like especially in the Central Valley, we're just like, what? Like it's like Sacramento's disconnected from the rest of. It's almost. I mean, look at Texas. I mean, Austin and what the laws they passed doesn't necessarily represent like the bulk of Texas. Like it's not there. We're much closer to like a 50-50 split on politics than people want to believe.
You should just bring back English rule. I'm just saying.
That would make everything so much better.
It would actually. Anyway, you got to go through your comments because we're going to get so far behind.
I've been trying to skim through some ones. There you go, flatbed. Yeah, I already called Martin with all of my questions, so that would just be more of what I would do if I ever switched over to flatbed. I'd be like, hey, have your broker find me a load like that picks up at the same time as you, so you can show me what I'm doing, and that would probably be how I would do that because
you've actually thought of flatbed.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it a lot. The trailers are cheap still. I mean, cheaper. They're not crazy like dry vans and Reefers, and the rates are good.
Are you built like Martin though, with the arms and the?
I'd have to work out a little bit. Did you see me move that plant load the other day? It was I was struggling.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you have to have your son help you move those plant loads, the flatbed might be a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah. KO said he gets honked at too. It's usually after a flip off or after I flip off a Prius. I get flipped off by Priuses usually. I get soccer moms that like mad dog me, hardcore.
Okay.
Do you know why? I don't know why. I think it's because I tend to like stay in my lane and I move around potholes, and so I think they feel like I'm gonna hit them, but I'm just using my lane. Trying not to buy new tires every 2 months. Let's see. Griffin, the food reviews. Hold on, we need to see this one. Jamalis. I don't. JMA Ellis. I'm gonna go with JMA Ellis. You are rather cool. I just wanted to read that because I like compliments. Look at it. Here's another non-trucker.
Yeah.
There you go. Non-trucker. Look forward to your video every 2 days. There you go.
Okay.
Man, this is I've answered the Velox 18 thing a couple times already, so I'm gonna scroll past it.
I didn't catch it the first time. What was that about Velox and 18? I'm just saying.
Daniel commented, sorry you had to get bounced, Daniel. He said, I don't drive a truck, but I like trucking channels and my in-laws drive truck. That's cool. That's cool. I'm glad you're watching. You can live vicariously through me. Why is that funny? Why was that?
I have no idea. I just nothing.
Nothing. Where are you headed after New Mexico? Back to California, Southern California. BT said the parking lot football was funny. Yeah, that was funny. The Friday night chicken lights. J831 said hauling supplies for ag from the 831 to the 805 and all the way to Yuma and back. Wesa would look nice hauling some doubles. Yeah, it would. I could see that, like those little hay trucks. I'd have to chop off an axle, but Lou Flores checking in from the IE Inland Empire. Pops Airsoft waiting to deliver Minnesota at 3 a.m. Those 3 a.m. deliveries get me because I don't know whether or not to stay up late or wake up early because I can't go to bed early enough to like comfortably wake up at 2. But I also have a hard time staying up till 2 now. So I don't know. That was what I did last night. That's why I'm in a hotel room because I'm going to sign off here in like half an hour and edit my video and then get some good sleep because I need like a real full night's sleep.
Advance notice. I'm coming off here in half an hour and I'm going to edit my video.
I need, especially
okay.
since I'm so far behind on all these. Oh man!
Last night when we were driving back from Phoenix, I think it was about 2 a.m. Martin's like, "Oh yeah, Nick should be about ready to unload here."
You know what's funny? So I checked in early at Walmart, and they said they would text me when they when they were done, and then so I turned my notifications for text like all the way up and actually changed it to like a way more annoying text alert than I normally did because I wanted it to wake me up and I was really tired, so I knew I was going to be sleeping. So I just laid down at like 2:30 and I just dozed off, and then I got these alerts and I'm like, "There's no way they're done already. There's no way." So then I go and I grab my phone and it's Martin. I'm like, "Oh, Martin, I gotta go back to sleep."
I figured he was texting you too because he said that. Then he grabs his phone and he's like writing you a message, and it's like, okay.
That's funny. Yeah. Okay. So he heard it. So I'm just so far behind that he asked his question twice. I answered it the first time, but he had already asked it again. It's terrible. Jeff Largent, trucking everywhere except Cali.
I see people say my name, but I don't know why.
I think just Alice, just Alice.
Just Alice.
Trap God said, what part of Tennessee are you moving to? Middle Tennessee, Cannon County. And no longer, see, we still are getting your comments before you actually got in here, yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, because you're really behind.
Yeah. 48 states, probably, but I'm probably not going to go to the Northeast. I don't see the reason to. I mean,
I'm going the next week. Upstate New York is nice. New York, it sucks, but upstate New York is good because it's just forest.
I'll probably stay like Midwest and up into Ohio and Michigan if I were to make some money.
Wisconsin's
yes, good. Wisconsin.
Yeah, that too. But Wisconsin is also good. We got some good rates going up. Contract rates going that way. Just saying.
So Han said, after you moved to Tennessee, are you still planning on going to California? And how hard is it to change license over to Tennessee? I don't believe it's too terribly difficult. I may have to take my written tests again, but I don't know. I did it last time without studying when I renewed. I was like, man, I'm surprised how much of this stuff I actually remember. But yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. I also have to transfer my DOT numbers out there. There's a whole slew of things I have to do, but I'm going to wait until we officially close on the house before I do that because I need to know that everything's certain before I start that process.
Be optimistic.
I am. I'm super optimistic, but
okay.
It's a lot of work to like do and then undo if I yeah. Dad's been trucking for 40 years. I've been in sales for most of my life. Been considering getting into the business. What would you recommend? W-2 driver to start or go all in with owner op? I mean, everyone says start out W-2. Everyone. And right now, I would say start W-2. But if your dad's been in the business for 40 years, maybe you're a special exception. I think you gotta yeah, gotta make that decision for yourself. Oh, we got another. Oh, we got Fate Trucking in the house.
Scott.
No, he just left. As soon as I went to let him in,
You obviously offended him.
I must have. I must have. KO, I've seen big fires out in New Mexico at the moment. Yeah, I was driving up US 550, which is an awesome road. I really enjoyed the drive. But yeah, there was a gnarly fire I saw off in the distance there. What's up, neighbor? Let's see. Yeah, found around most chicken plants in the Midwest. They're awesome Mexican food places.
Okay.
We talk Mexican food on my channel. That's like a recurring
it would
theme.
appear
Okay?
so. Yeah. Not trucking. It's what bloody Mexican restaurant to go to. Yeah.
On my channel, we talk Flying J burritos.
I know. I have noticed that, but I have not said anything.
Oh man. El Mazatlan in north of Nashville. That's good to know. Good to know. Edwin Farias from Victorville. Are you the dude that waved at me the other day in your pickup, Edwin? That's right, Pops Airsoft. I remember you're from Napomo, bro. I remember now. It's all coming back to me. Same hometown. Why would you change your channel name? Because I'm not going to be trucking in California no more. I'm going to be trucking Tennessee and all kinds of other places. Oh gosh, Larry said I'm 20 minutes behind. Whew. All right. Look at, hold on. Darren Christensen is roasting you a little bit. As long as they have fish and chips with some mushy peas, yummy.
I don't like mushy peas. Fish and chips is good. Mushy peas is nasty.
Yeah. Hey, Gus FC said he's Gus number 2. So what was it? Gus Reyes? Was it Reyes? I already forgot.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to be Gus number 3.
Yeah, he had a heck of a name after, but now he's just cut it down to Gus FC because everybody can relate to that one.
Yeah, that's right. Have I scoped out my shipping lanes I want to run? Yeah, I have, for the most part. We'll see though, because there's lots of options. Nashville is like centrally located to a lot of areas. So does Martin have a shirt on yet or no? I mean, is it like just a permanent thing where he just doesn't wear a shirt now?
He's in the house. I came to the truck so I could get away from everybody bothering me.
Hey, this is from Lucy Mark. She said, "I love your accent."
Okay.
That's my daughter Lucy.
Mark
She's
does
giving
have
you
his shirt on.
Okay.
Come say
Cheers,
hi.
Lucy. I appreciate that.
Cheers, Lucy.
I didn't see the Jenkins. You just said Lucy. You didn't say Lucy Jenkins. Now, had you thrown in the Jenkins on the end, I'd think, oh, that's Velox's family. I would know it.
She's my daughter. She's only Lucy. I don't have to call her last name. She's the only Lucy I know. What's up, Martin?
Okay. Yeah. Next. Here's Martin. Martin looking sexy with his t-shirt on.
You want me to take it off?
Hey, we can do it if you want. It'll be a party.
Yeah. You're live on YouTube.
I don't know if you guys can handle all that right now.
We got some barbecue going on today.
It's truth.
What are you guys cooking?
Trucking.
Baby back ribs, corn, and coleslaw. Well, we're not cooking the coleslaw, but you know.
Man, how do you guys do baby backs? Do you guys like them dry rubbed or do you guys cook them with sauce?
He dry rubs them, and he just got a smoker. I picked that up last week, I think. Whatever those smokers are, the fancy ones.
Traeger.
Imagine he made a sauce also. Yes, he did.
I like them dry rubbed with no sauce and smoked with hickory, and that's it. I don't love barbecue sauce, so.
I don't love barbecue sauce either, so I like them very dry.
But in between that barbecue, Martin does drive a truck as well. He's multitasking.
I'm telling you, if you guys go watch Trucking Together's channel, you'll learn more about trucking than you learn in like the whole last year on my channel. Because Martin knows How long has Martin been trucking? How many years?
Over 20.
Hundreds. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
He started when he's 18. He's like 38 now or something. So long time.
Yeah. So he's been around the block a couple times more than I have. Especially considering I was like a delivery driver for Sulfur for 4 years of my career, so I didn't have to learn too much.
I don't know. That's pretty dangerous, though.
No, as long as you don't drink it, it's fine. Just don't drink that stuff.
Oh,
No, it was plenty dangerous, and it was a good experience. But I didn't learn a lot of what other guys learn when they go over the road. All the other stuff. So. KO said he's too sarcastic to be on video. That and he had Mexican for dinner, so the crazy noises are soon to come.
Okay.
He's gonna fart a lot. He's gonna be farting and belching and having all
Really?
kinds
There's a
of
lady in the
bodily
house. Nick, there's a lady in the house. Dang.
your nose cool and smell.
Maybe it's burned into my nose.
It's probably burned into your nose.
Daniel, have I looked into pulling a hopper bottom? No, not really. A lot of that's like single drive axle work.
You know what they call hopper bottoms? You know what they call hopper bottoms?
Wait,
What?
this on you. There it goes.
Well, I'm not trying to make anyone mad or nothing, but it's true. They call them welfare wagons.
Well, there you go.
And
Because it doesn't pay that good.
There's a reason for it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I thought that without knowing that for sure.
Me too.
It's kind of like this. You see guys, you see what kind of trucks they're driving. If they drive a nice truck, if you see a lot of guys hauling one type of freight that drive nice trucks, you can assume it pays pretty well. If you see a lot of guys that drive a lot of crappy trucks in that certain type of freight, you can assume it pays pretty poor. That's just kind of like a redneck way of finding out what the rates are on different types of freight.
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah.
Man, then I'm surprised. I'm surprised everyone's not hauling containers then.
Yeah, all the fancy trucks in the ports.
Oh yeah, they're the best.
Scott,
the flatbed,
Nick, Freight Trucker
What?
says, can you drop that link again? Because he tried going it and it threw him out.
yes, I will, Scott. I'm getting the hang of this thing now.
Okay.
All right. I mean, I guess what happened to the flatbed offer you had? Would you do it if it's still available? I've just kind of been thinking about it, but I believe he said he had it sold. So I think I lost out on that opportunity. But Julio Vargas said, "What's up, Gordo?" Sheldon Smith up in Alberta, Canada.
Bloody
Soda
cold up there.
Kenny Sub Velox from Michigan. That's where Martin's from, right, Martin?
Damn right.
Is it still snowing in Michigan right now?
Probably.
How did you end up in
Great.
California, Martin? If you were from Michigan, how did you end up in California?
Her.
For me, because I mail ordered him.
Mail ordered him. He got delivered in a box. One truck driver in a box.
You know, Tennessee gets all them ice storms and all that snow, but they don't chain over there.
The ice storms are actually what I'm more concerned about than the snow when I move out to Tennessee, because it's just like crazy when everything's iced up. I haven't even gotten to any of Just Truckin's comments yet, and he's been in here for like 30 minutes. This is bad, guys.
I know.
This is bad. I think he already came in and then left.
He probably got fed up and
that-
thought, "Oh, stuff, Nick, I'm off."
Yeah.
Not ready. Make sure I go in there. Huh?
All right, Mark, answer this question.
All right.
No, ambassador program is only open to company drivers. I'm not a company driver with Schneider. I'm a contractor. I'm 6 months company, which was enough. But I've always been a contractor, so no, I can't go for that. That's down to purely to a company driver.
Look at that shiny truck.
I don't know where the freaking camera is. That truck is so dang shiny right now. I cannot believe how shiny that truck is. I tagged you in the post on Facebook. You gotta look at that and you gotta consider that for your truck. But it does require some upkeep and you can't go to the truck washes. But that truck is so stinking shiny. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Who did that?
Yeah.
Then?
Bob Moses Ceramic Coating. So they're we went to the one in Phoenix, Arizona, because I know the owner there. But they have locations all over the place, and they got one opening up, I think, in Florida, which would be closest to you, Mark.
Okay. I'll have to look
But
at that one.
it's ceramic coating, but it's not like your normal ceramic coating. Like this stuff lasts like 8 years, and it's crazy. I first learned about them through the RV industry, and we were completely like mind blown when we saw what our truck looked like. We couldn't believe what they did with that thing.
Yours has always been a tidy truck anyway, because even in all your videos, that truck is a tidy truck.
Well, we try to take good care of it. I'm making corn right now. That's why I'm walking around. So yeah, it wasn't too bad, but you know what? I didn't realize that, gosh, I'm making all sorts of noise. I didn't realize how much better it really could be till we took it over to them. It was so worth bobtailing out there to have them do this stuff on the truck.
Right.
I just got to say, Mary J. Blige, I don't really know what that means, but I don't know. I'm just like,
I just want to
start.
talk about what music you liked.
Oh.
I mean, I can get down with some Mary J. Let's get it percolating while you're waiting. Yeah, I can do it. I can do it. I'm digging it. Mark, what kind of music do you listen to, Mark? What kind of English? You listen to like Elton John, the Beatles?
No, not the Beatles, because they're Liverpudlians. I'm a Londoner. But I listen to a lot of 80s stuff because I was born in the 60s, so I'm an 80s child. So you probably nothing you've ever heard of because you're only a youngster. So, there's no point in trying to describe any British band. Duran Duran, they were 80s. You've probably heard of them. Just
yeah.
I don't know.
What?
Just
okay, give me a couple Duran Duran songs because I know them. I just can't think of a song off the top of my head on the spot.
Ordinary World.
That one, Ordinary World. So, Girls on Film. I don't know. There's loads. When you get to my age, dementia starts setting in. I don't remember all the flipping records. Good God.
All right. I can get down with Duran Duran though. I like Duran Duran.
Very good.
Okay. I'm gonna try and jump through here.
No way.
No, we are. Callie King was checking in. What's up, Callie King from Sacramento? Let's see. Okay. Wow. There was still another Alice comment.
Are you excited?
Okay. Moved from California. He's been there his whole life. He's 24.
I didn't see which comment it was. Which one was it? Was it the one where you're not trucking California Velox 18?
It's not. It cuts off comments after so many. That's what it is. You're saying it's not at the top.
Okay.
There we go. Callie King, bruh, what's up? Let's see. Callie King said, "Tracking together. I watch your videos too." Callie King's been following along with me for a long time. Flatbed Landon said, "Come to Minnesota, good place if you want to go broke and freeze to death in a good place." Springfield, Missouri, lots of freight going west. Oh, wow. This is how long ago. Oh, this is how far behind I am. You were talking about Shannon Thomas Trucking and what company she was with.
Oh, my God. That was yesterday we were talking about that. And now it's only come up today. What the heck? Good God.
Right. Hey, everybody. I'm going to skip over some, okay?
Yeah, I would. We might be able to catch up.
Yeah.
Can everybody type slow as well? Because Nick's finding it hard to keep up with it.
Just Callie King said he's left Cali twice, but he always comes back.
Yeah, we did that too.
What percentage of regular people, non-truckers, watch your channel? I have no clue. No clue. Steven Johnson, Hoo Day. That's what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. Steven Garcia, man, super chat. Thank you. I haven't said it yet today, but any super chats we give to our the food grocery assistance program at our church. So that is what those end up going to after YouTube takes a 40% cut of them, because that's what YouTube does. But
Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah, you guys, I still appreciate the super chats, and sorry I took so long to get to you. Normally, when a super chat comes in, you jump that one to the top of the list because you appreciate the super chat. But
This was on Nick's last live though, which was last month.
So he's okay. Mark, give him some advice before he goes owner op next 2 months.
Don't do it. I just wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I would, I'm contract freight owner, so I'm like leased on with obviously Schneider. I'm not excited about the market, even from my point of view. I would just be, if you're in a job at the moment, stay and just watch the course of what's going on at the moment. I wouldn't jump into a free fall at the moment. That's not a good idea. That's my thought. So
Yeah, there's thought that we've already entered into a recession, which the economy has been going down. So it's going to be a tough time in trucking for owner operators. It might be tough to get your own authority and that kind of thing. But if you can get something like what Mark does, where you're on with like a mega carrier who has contracted freight where you're set, then maybe buying a truck wouldn't be such a terrible idea. But maybe waiting to buy a truck would be good because the prices are still outrageous. Even though the inventory is kind of building back up, they're still selling them for crazy amounts of money.
for definite.
Let's see.
Is it a mess of paperwork?
So dumb. You read that one.
Alice is nearly in. Alice is nearly in the phone.
What?
My uncle drank a gallon of varnish. He had horrible. Okay, that's tremendous. Holy heck!
It's probably not recommended to do.
I know, that's just not good on your guts.
Yeah, probably not. I'm talking to YouTube.
Yeah.
What?
Hey, Mrs. Hi.
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 Griffin was laughing when I ran the length of my truck and was tired. Yeah, that was a real thing. I didn't run a full 40 yards. I ran about 25 and called it quits.
Oh, you lightweight. Lord. Yeah.
Let's see.
No. I don't know. You need to talk to Martin. Martin is the guy when it comes to flatbeds.
Larry said, I was walking my fish. Why the name Velox? Nate Train said, who's the pretty lady? It is the better
Young
half
Alice.
of trucking together. Oh yeah, everyone came in and said Alice, 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 Alice.
Oh, that's why everyone was saying Alice. Now I get it.
Well, me and Nick better jump off then. We'll leave Alice on here then. Everybody wants to talk to Alice. I'm a what?
Thanks for the kind words, Mr. F. Herrick. Appreciate you. I love this guy's name, so I got to put him in here. Krispy Kreme Killer. I'm down with that. Okay, Ms. Vegan said that she's in CDL school now. Been there about 5 weeks, feeling like it's taking too long. Only finished offset, and now I have to learn parallel parking next. Yeah, I mean, once you learn the offset, parallel parking is actually not that hard. The pre-trip's the hardest part. You'll get the backing with time and practice, but the pre-trip is the memorization that you're going to need. Let's see. Blind Sight said, Nick, you are finally actually moving from Cali. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. There's another person saying no to the Dixie trucking. I agree. I agree. I agree. Someone called you hot, Alice.
Relay that one over to Martin.
You can feel Martin getting like aggressive in the background.
He's gonna come back in with his shirt off this time.
Yeah, who said that?
Robert's asking what's going on with the rates out there. Drive-in. Robert, they're not good. They're not
There's
good.
the rates everywhere. It's not just here.
Yeah. It's the rates in general are not well. Oh, how long, Scott? How long have you been waiting there?
Wow.
A little while.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's a little red bubble, but that's the only notification it gives me, and I'm like sitting here reading all the comments because I'm so far behind.
Yeah.
So here, if I count Tim, let me see if I can hide. There you go. So that's all the channel names. I just keep putting these comments up, and it takes the channel names away when I put the comments up. Because they're asking if you had a channel, Mark. So yes, you go find him. Nomadic Brit. Scott is Fate Trucking. Alice is Trucking Together. And
there's Kyle.
Kyle is Nevada Trucking and Freaking Trails.
So there's 4 of us.
His mute's muted.
His what?
Well, I figured he did it on purpose. He knows what he's doing with this.
It was loud outside, so I didn't want to
No
have my wind chime going crazy.
Is it windy over there too?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's windy here also.
Come on, Diesel.
Wow, that wind chime is really loud.
That's what was going on. When I spoke to you today, that's what was going on in the background. Those chimes were as loud as hell. I heard that. I'm in Georgia. I was talking to Kyle today, and you could hear those chimes. I'm thinking, what the heck?
Oh yeah, I was out there on the phone with you. Yeah, that's right.
They are so loud. So we just need BT in here and Nomad Trucker. Then that's everybody from the Great Freight Race that we should do. I think we should do a part 2 to show what it's like now compared to when we did it before.
I agree. I just wanted to move before I
That's no excuse, Nick.
Well,
don't even use that one. You use
But Kyle
you're using
now
tactics.
is the only team.
Yeah.
You could still go out with Martin just for the heck of it.
If I don't.
Let's see.
I do like that ceramic coating though.
This coating, Kyle.
Oh, Danny.
This is amazing. I'm telling you, this is amazing. This truck is smoother than glass. I'm just mind blown.
Pretty.
Is it cost efficient?
Well, it depends on how cheap you are, but I feel it is for the investment on it. The main thing, like, if you're the kind of person you only want to wash your truck at the truck washes, it's not for you. But if you don't mind when Fuel Island wiping it down with their no wash stuff and things like that, this is going to last you up to 8 years. And I think is so worth the money. I'm going to take my Mustang to them, and I'm going to take our RV to them because I'm so impressed with this. I have a whole video that's going to come out on it because they let us film and pick their brains about it. So give me a week to 2 weeks, and it's going to be out there, and you guys will see the process. But I'm telling you, money well spent, because this truck has never looked better, and it's so smooth, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, I'd take off all my queer bra to get it done.
They'd probably work around it, or else you could put it back on. I'm not sure, but
What's that run you?
Hey Terry, I saw you trying to jump in, but I don't pay for the good version of StreamYard. I don't do it enough to pay for it. So 6 is the maximum number of guests I can have.
Hey, let me say one thing real quick and I'll bounce off because I have really bad internet. I wanted to make a comment when you guys were talking earlier about should people go out and buy trucks, and you were talking about like the rates and equipment prices of everything. Don't forget how expensive it is to get your truck worked on right now and how difficult it is to get parts for that truck. I know. I've spent $35,000 in 2 months in repairs for my truck. And that's a lot of downtime waiting to try and get parts. So always keep that in the back of your mind too. It's not just the cost of the equipment, it's also trying to maintain that equipment. You know,
Yeah.
If you're a guy like me that doesn't have, you know, a what's the word I'm looking for? A warranty on my truck.
Yeah, that is definitely. And here's Steven Garcia was the guy asking that, and he gave another super chat. Thank you, Steven. And he said he's definitely going to hold off then, especially if you have a good company job. It's worth it to stay.
A little contradicted to say don't do it. However, the smart thing to do right now is just sit back, wait. Do it, but just don't do it right this second. I would wait hard down. Like what it was 3 months ago to now, I just ran the same exact load. 3 months ago, I did it for $9,800. I just did that load for $4,800. That's $5,000 less with fuel. Yeah, I mean, you're talking the rate difference there.
The fuel doubled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll jump off here real quick. It's nice seeing all you, Mr. Kyle, your wife, Mark. How you doing, buddy? Nomadic Brit.
Good to see you.
You guys take it easy. Nick, thanks for letting me stop in here real quick, and I'll jump off so you can have other people come on in.
Cool. Check out Fate Trucking's channel. F8 Trucking. Fate Trucking.
Yeah, take it easy, guys.
Mark M. He mentioned HT Logistics 3434. He said he learned from him. Go check out that YouTube channel. He's got a plethora of knowledge. I'd be interested. I haven't checked in on him in a while. I don't know if he hasn't been posting or if I just haven't been seeing it because I haven't been consuming as much YouTube lately. I've been creating more than consuming, but I wonder if he is not posting as much. But anyway, I'd be interested to see how he's doing in this market because he's kind of old school, buys things with cash, negotiates his own rates and customers and all that good stuff. So HT Logistics is a good resource on YouTube.
I'll tell you what, we're not making as much as we were at SIVA, running our own authority, but we're still living and making a comfortable living. So it's all right. It just means we pay less in taxes, right?
Yeah. That's one way to look at it.
See, if you'd stayed if you guys had stayed British, you'd pay less taxes. I pay more taxes in this country than I did in England. And we all fell out over some tea.
But yeah, that's it. That's always kind of in the back of our mind, though. If it gets to be where the cost of operating is just too much, go back and lease on the carrier. Right now, that might be the answer to a lot of people's problems. That have their own authorities and are struggling.
Right.
Yeah.
The rates, really. I mean, if you came into this like when you came into this, Nick, it feels like a slap in the face. It feels like a huge shock because you guys came in when it was amazing, but for like us, this is actually pretty decent rates because when we had our authority before, fuel was also high. It was in the $4 a gallon range, and the rates were like $2 a mile, and we still made a living. So it's all kind of, I my heart goes out to a lot of people that are kind of having this shock over it, but it's not that bad. I mean, it could get worse though, I guess.
Yeah, it's like this week, with like I used to go for this. This week I've done like $8,119. That was my revenue. Now and I'm still on that fixed cost of $120.91. But the fuel, I think I finally take home about $5,300. this is my biggest ever week with Schneider, but that fuel is crazy. And
That's crazy that you're having your biggest week though.
I know, but Schneider has upped our rates on tanker. Van is taking a hit. That I do know. Van's taking a hit, and we're about once Van takes a hit, we're supposed to feel it about 3 months later, but we take a much lesser hit because of what we get involved with.
I think everything's eventually going to get a hit too. So
right,
I see a lot of people are jumping ship right now, and it's like, I don't know if I'd be doing that because you might be in this situation here in 3 to 6 months with what you jump to. It's just it's the nature of the business.
Right. It's better the devil you know, and try and adapt to what you've
For real.
got. Like you've done with the different trailers and stuff like that. It's just better to just stick with what you're doing and just finely tune it.
The mega companies, what they do is they plan for stuff like this. That's why they stick around. And so what's going to happen, this is really going to affect the one truck operations more than anything.
Right.
A way that if we saw like major impacts on mega carriers, then you're going to see a huge change. If they're getting affected and they can no longer sustain, then they're going to stop running the planes. They're going to start shutting down their trucks, and then you'll start seeing a little bit of rebound. But other than that, we're kind of at the mercy of like what it is. And until the volumes pick up, it is what it is.
The biggest problem, like from Schneider's point of view, is Schneider's feeling the parts problem. The new trucks have been like pushed out until 2023, and they're actually putting like 1-year-old trucks to one side and stripping those trucks for parts because they can't get parts to keep the other trucks going. And that's coming from a mega.
Cannibalizing their own. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's affecting the cost too, because look at tires. When I first came out, which was July last year, trailer tire was still $300. Then it went to $500. Now I just went and got a whole axle of tires on my trailer. They're wanting $720 for a Bridgestone or a Goodyear trailer tire.
That's insane.
Hey, I just want to say real quick, Sean, Trucker Style Sean is waiting to get in, but I can only fit 6 people in here at a time, so I'll wait until one of these guys jump off, and then I'll put you in here.
Jump off real quick. I just want to say something.
Stuart.
The one thing you got to look at, stuff coming down the pipeline, right? The cost of trucks is going up. That means the cost of insurance is going to go up. The cost of every other part's going up. Then you start adding in things. There's a lot of talk about speed limiters. Well, what does that do? That reduces how productive we can be. So now there's another thing against us. There's a lot of things that are being stacked against you. Okay, that might not affect a mega carrier. They have 800 other trucks they can do a repower with, right? But for the single guy, maybe 1 or 2 guys, but there's a lot of odds being put against you right now. And you've got to figure out, well, how am I going to get around this? How am I going to be more productive? But when you add time taken away, well, we're not getting out of docks any quicker, especially guys in the Reefer division, with this labor shortage, you're seeing extreme amount of time, but the rates are going down. None of it makes sense. And there's this, and the best way I can describe it, there's this big noose on the industry and someone's trying to tighten it, and it's coming from different angles right now. And you've got to figure out what's the best way to attack it and have a good game plan. Anyone that's looking at getting into a truck right now, I would advise just go calmly, do something, until it stabilizes, until you know what regulations coming in place, because you don't want to get into the game and then have your regulation change, and then you've got to come up with a whole new game plan, and you might be $200,000 in debt. You know what I'm saying? So, there's nothing wrong with sitting back 6 months, a year, 2 years even, and evaluating what's happening and making a smart business decision based off the new regulation or what's happening in the industry, than jumping in because we want that instant gratification and being bankrupt in 6 months from now. So good business doesn't happen overnight. It comes over time. Are you in it for the long haul, or are you in it for the quick get rich scheme, which doesn't exist in this industry, unfortunately.
Yeah, I've been advocating for people to, jump into their own trucks and not be scared of all these boogeymen, because there's so many old school truckers who try and scare these guys from buying trucks, and they say, oh, well, this is what's going to happen. Well, now, like, I think some of that is true. So it's like, well, maybe, yeah, pump the brakes now. So I hate to do it. I hate to like change my tune because I was all about like, no, forget that. Like, you can outwork it. You can do what you need to do. You can, make a living for your family. But now I'm like, yeah, but when it's this bad and all these things, like you said, are converging at the same time, like a noose around the industry, it's kind of like, okay, well, maybe just get a company job. Maybe stay there.
The one thing I've said in multiple places, the rates where they're at, they don't concern me. I mean, yeah, they're low, but we've seen a lot lower in this industry. The fuel rates, yeah, they're hitting all times high, but you can still survive. The thing that gets me the most, and which I think is most concerning, because of the way this stuff is, the way these shippers predict stuff is what's happening, is how quickly it's changing. When you see that much of a drastic shift in fuel, that much of a drastic shift in volume of freight within a 90-day period, the people that actually invest in production and stuff like that don't want to spend their money. So when you're seeing that much uncertainty in your market, the people that actually are funneling money into manufacturing, whatever else, guess what? They hold on to their money because they're not sure what the market's doing. So that now creates a spiral effect of everything, and it can be a lot worse. So it's how quickly it's happening for me, which is really the most concerning.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
to speak to your point there, Stuart, you actually just made the changes where you sold your truck and made a change due to this.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I've gone to more of a, I mean, I'm getting out at the top of the game, right? I mean, I've sold my truck for more than what I bought it for. I've got into a rental / lease, whatever you want to call it. And I'm now doing drop and hook. Why? Well, I've put my money in the bank. So when the market does change and equipment prices do fall back down, I can buy back in. Number two, detention was becoming a big issue, especially in the reefer side of things. So I've gone to a drop and hook model. I think I've spent an hour on the last 2 loads just dropping and hooking, and that's it. I haven't spent 5, 6, 7, 8 hours at a dock. So the one thing you can't get back, especially with the way regulation is time. That drive time, whatever, right? It's hard to get that stuff back or that time away from home. And that's value to me. Every hour I'm away from the house, sat at a dock, I feel that I should be getting paid for it. The peanuts that these brokers pay doesn't justify me doing that. So I would rather maybe take a little bit of a pay cut and go to more of a drop and hook model or something like that and get what I feel my worth is. So, I mean, look, some people have called me a failure for selling the truck. I think it's a smart business move. And, it doesn't mean I'm out the game. It just means I'm reevaluating what I'm doing. And it's like playing poker, right? You got to play the cards you get dealt. And I'm just playing the industry right now. And when it changes and I get a good hand, I'll come back and hopefully come back swinging and go all in.
Well,
so it's the way to look at it.
I mean, there's, we're going to pick up loads, and then we go to pick it up, and they're like, "Hey, that was picked up a few hours ago."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it happens. It happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, to that end, Stuart, I definitely I considered it. I considered selling my truck at the top. I mean, when people are saying that my truck that I, still owe money on, but that I have quite a bit of equity in, could sell for, I mean, I could sell my setup basically for like in pocket $100,000. And I was like, man, that would like get us in a really good place for like the house we're trying to get into, for moving, for, and I could, and I was kind of dreaming up other scenarios on different ways to make money. I could continue doing trucking, but I could also do some other stuff on the side. So I was kind of like, I don't know, I had a lot of different ideas. And so I don't see it as a failure. I think it's just a strategy that you have to, you make a decision. When you're a one truck owner operator, it's like business decisions are not just like, they're not black and white like that, like failure or success. It's like, no, success is if you put food on the table for your family and you continue paying your bills and you come out better, on top. So yeah, to me, it's like you're kind of playing it more like an investor: sell high, buy low, and if you have a good deal that still pays the bills right now, then that's.
And I always ask guys, and a lot of you, and this is the thing, right? If I asked most of the owner operators out there today, right? If I said, how hard would you have to work to profit $100,000? I mean, most of them couldn't tell me how many miles they needed to put down. You know, how long would that take them? How much time? And I've done it in one decision, right? I've to me, I've sort of expedited that process. And look, I'm still making good money. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a pay cut, but I'm still doing very well for myself. And you know, I really haven't skipped a beat, other than how the business model is. And I think, you know, sometimes maybe as an industry we let our egos get in the way with stuff, you know, our decisions, and maybe don't make the right decisions just based on our ego. So, but yeah, I mean, look, it will play out, and whatever happens, happens. You know, I'll find out, you know, a couple of years from now, maybe whether it was the right call or bad call. You know, who knows? You know, but at the minute I feel comfortable with what I've done, and I hope everyone here, you know, is doing what's best for them. You know, that's what it comes down to at the end of the day, right? So,
and it's about being totally transparent, isn't it? Because a lot of people that have come into this chat tonight are asking questions, and that's why I always think when you get on YouTube, you've got to be transparent, because people make decisions based on what we say and what we show and stuff like that, and especially at this critical time, you know.
yeah, no, for sure, it's definitely you know, but yeah, no, you're right, you're right, Mark. It's you know, I wouldn't also rely off of what you get off of YouTube as well. You know, you got to do your own legwork, right? You got to crunch them numbers and
Right.
and see what is right. You know, I mean, here's the problem, right? There is so many different scenarios when it comes to trucking, personal stuff. Do you have a house mortgage? Are you just renting? There's so much stuff for me to sit here and say this is what you need to do without knowing that. It isn't right, you know, and that has to be taken into equation when we talk about this stuff, you know.
I think it's the acceleration in the last few weeks. I don't think anybody has seen the or de-acceleration of stuff dropping, like the way it's dropping. That it's dropped so quick.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, you, like I said, that, you know, that deficit between the price of fuel and the rates is just getting bigger, and you know, the way oil's traded, the way, you know, these manufacturers, it's all done on futures, right? And so when they see such a drastic job at such a rate and so quickly, they don't have confidence in the market, and it just accelerates it even more, you know. So it's just one of them things. Just keep, you know, just be smart what you do. Don't, you know, give yourself an out. Don't do anything silly, and you know, always plan for the worst. I would tell you, always plan for the worst.
Plus me and Stuart, we're a part of the third invasion, so we've got it all planned out here. So you guys need to deal with it.
Anyway, I'm gonna get off here. I'll let Trucker Style Sean get in here real quick, okay?
Okay, cool. All right, thanks, Stuart. Thanks for checking in.
Easy, man. Yeah, it's not so much the rates are so bad. It's more I would say the fuel.
Yeah, fuel is a killer.
Did you bring yourself in again?
I did.
He's such a diva. I tell you, he can't get enough of himself. He's got to bring himself in twice.
And he's like got two angles.
I know, he's just a diva. Just take no notice of him. Nick, kick yourself out.
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. What did I just do? Who did I kick out?
He's kicked Alex out. What the heck? Yeah, let's get a third Nick in here. Come on, can we get a third Nick? You're such a diva. God dang.
That would
Get
be
a
funny.
grip of yourself, man.
That'd be funny if another Nick up in one by one.
I bet it's gonna be another Nick come in. I guarantee it. Watch. We're gonna see the back of his head, just in case we've missed any angle.
Why is it so many? Oh my goodness! I don't know how.
Well, Nick one's fallen off the bed or whatever it is, but Nick 2 sat here trying to sort it out.
My.
I tell you, you cannot find the film crew. You absolutely can't. I can't believe you kicked Alice out.
I know, and now I can't. I'm trying to figure out how to do this
kicked
without
out the best looking one of us.
I know. And Nick's even talking twice now. What is that all about? He's talking, sounds like Chinese or something.
He's got echo on his own.
He's doing everything just to destroy the whole chat now for some reason. What is wrong with the kid? Well, kick out Nick. Yeah, that's it. See, he's got rid of that Nick. So where's Alice and where's Sean?
John stepped out.
Oh, okay. All right, we're letting Nick off on that one. Where's Sean? No, Alice is back.
Alice is back.
Yeah, Nick wanted all the glory to himself.
I know. He's such a diva. You just got to do it.
Like,
And
now he gets up from the chair.
and now he's just left
Hey.
the room. It's not good enough. He's just got. He's gonna just. Yeah, we just got to watch his.
Eddie,
I
I
almost feel like
see in the comments. Did you say you got out? I'm just curious. You know what
You
I've
got
noticed?
out.
Is, like, you know, you get 12 months of like stellar rates, and then you get 30, 45 days of bad rates, and everybody's losing their shit and jumping out of the trucking industry.
See, our rates on Schneider are still going up fractionally every week.
Yeah.
On tanker, but not like
My-
you guys. You guys are.
my rates have dropped, but not like nothing that isn't livable. I mean, my overhead
I
is
do
low
that?
enough that it's not a big deal.
Literally,
It's
the week we left Siva, they raised their rates. They had new
Why is there-
contracts come out.
Wow. Sean's in here now.
Am I?
Yeah.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
It's not even showing me I'm in.
No, you're in. Nick managed to kick one of his Nicks out.
Yeah, you were back there picking your nose for a while. We saw.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let me tell
Because
you.
even Alice commented on that. She said, "I didn't realize he does stuff like that." Yeah, he does.
You're getting out
Sometimes.
Walmart. Wow, that's crazy.
Mm.
That's crazy.
How's that cab over, Sean?
Oh, I love the cab over. I just
I get
changed
it.
the seat out real quick, like tonight. So now I actually have a high back seat, and I'm not sitting on bare frame. So that's definitely a little bit more comfortable for the evening.
It's a nice truck, brother.
I appreciate that, man.
Oh, here we go. Look at.
Catching up on comments.
Somebody put a comment on there.
side.
Somebody put a comment on there about they put that question on yesterday.
Yeah. He's like, May 2nd. We'll see when
That's
Nick
it.
actually reads this. Okay, let's see. I'm moving down. There we go. BT Trucking, love the Niner Gang and the Sleeper. Love trucking together. Great channel. Yeah, I got good friends.
Hey, I got a broker calling me, so I'm gonna have to get off here. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
Okay. Somebody else got kicked off. What happened there? Sean got kicked off.
He didn't get
Nope,
kicked.
Sean's back.
He just dropped.
Yep. It keeps kicking me out. It was doing that while I was backstage too.
It's probably your service because you're frozen right now.
Am I?
It looks like you're praying. Yep. Nope. You're done.
Amen.
Always.
So Martin, somewhere with his shirt off, said mega carriers can afford to run cheap freight. They're asset based, and if they make $1 a day per truck, at the end of the day, they're still making money.
Yep.
Yeah. How about this? I think Mark M. I think you misheard when Mark was reading his numbers. I think he said he took home 5,300. He didn't pay 5,300 in fuel.
Oh no! I took home 5,300. I'm just saying that the fuel was about 2,500, which is, if you went back to like December, that's about $700 more than I normally put in the same week.
Yeah, it's more like my fuel bill.
That's wow. That's crazy.
It cost me about $2,500 to go cross country. I could do it twice in a week.
You might want to trade it in and get a Cascadia. I'm just saying.
No, you know what? It's not so much the money or the experience. You only live once, so I love the truck I drive.
Right.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
trade it.
Martin's the same way. I mean, we contemplating getting something that's more fuel efficient, but they're so boring, Mark.
Thank you. Yeah, just say what you mean. You know, don't mince your words.
Football
I mean,
helmet
if
right on the road.
if I was solo, I probably would get something more fuel economy. If there's like a proven 8 mile an hour or 8 mile per gallon truck, then yeah, solo, you're talking a huge difference.
My problem is that I can't drive. Everybody's driving at 60 and stuff. I tried it one week and my right leg can't do it. So I'm back to like 70 miles an hour.
It's hard. It's hard, especially like when you're not using the cruise control. It makes your day a little more tiring.
I know, but I had it like this morning. I'd left Kentucky this morning to get down to South Carolina. I went through a storm, then I had to deal with a drunk driver for crikey about 20 miles that couldn't even maintain his lane. And when you're trying to drive a tanker with your liquid moving around and you got some jerk off that's trying to just doesn't know which way to go, that's why I just fly. I don't want to sit there trying to slow down as well as do everything else, and I can't do it. Can't do it.
I'm the same way. It's like you deal with so many more knuckleheads when you try and go slow. Like you're just all these people, and all I want to do is just step on the gas and get past them, and then be free, and then I can just relax. So yeah, I ended up and it didn't save me that much money the week that I tried that, and so I was like, well, like the like $50 or whatever I spent or whatever I saved on fuel this week was not worth all the time and the energy and the effort it took to drive like that. I'm good. Let's see. So Gem State Fisherman said, spot market is very lucrative right now, even still, as long as you're not picky and willing to run hard. Yeah, I mean, there's still good paying loads. I mean, but they're not like I looked at a load with this same broker that I just hauled out to New Mexico for, and I got 8,200 for a similar load. Well, it was 1,000 more miles, and I just got 4,000 for it. And it's so I guess what I'm saying is it was like $1 less per mile, basically, maybe 75 cents less per mile, but like not the same, but still, pays the bills. Like I was able to run less miles and be home more and pay my bills, and I was getting comfortable in that rhythm. And now that rhythm has to change. I have to work harder.
I'm right now.
Okay.
We all do.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a dedicated lane that kind of just secures everything, even if things start turning around during the Christmas time or whatever. I'd rather have something stable. So I'm working that end.
So Eddie sounds like he's doing the same thing Stuart is. He says, I'm not writing this thing down to the bottom. I will re-enter in a few years. Fuel will be the death of the owner-operator. Yeah. Martin said this happens every couple of years. Rate roller coaster.
But mine, I would have said this is a bit different. This I don't remember I've been doing this with Schneider for like 7 years. I don't remember the fuel prices being ever like this.
Well, in your time on the 7 years, the fuel prices were not like this, but like, did you guys hear that? There's like gunshots happening here.
Is that what that was?
Yes. Our neighbors are shooting.
Martin's getting annoyed.
No, it's like our neighbors. Goodness gracious. So when we did this before, the fuel prices were high. It was, like I said, it was in the upper $4 a gallon. I think it's like 2014, 2015. And the rates were, they're fairly low, especially by today's standards. So it does happen. But in your time of the 7 years, no.
Okay.
So I'm still hurting. It cost me $2,300 to fill my tanks this morning.
How much?
$2,300.
Holy heck!
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
He has 600-gallon tanks.
Yeah.
No, twin 188s.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
So things that I have taken away from being in the industry, like from managing like the FedEx trucks, running our own truck, leasing off carriers, having our own authority, fuel surcharge. If you're leased on and you have a good truck that gets good miles per gallon, you actually can make a lot of money. Right now it's a little bit weird because rates are just the fuel prices are jumping so quickly, like overnight. I think the East Coast jumped like $1 I saw.
Wow.
When that catches up and the fuel surcharge can catch up, you have an opportunity to actually make more with the fuel being up higher if you're running your business smart and you have a truck that gets good miles per gallon.
Right.
I'm watching all the fuel discount apps whenever, actually pretty much on a daily basis, whether Martin's out or not, just so we know what we're looking at. So when he's booking his load, I know what we're going to be expecting to pay for fuel. And that's really important as an owner operator in your own business, you need to be aware of these things and kind of pre-plan. So when you're accepting these rates or negotiating your rates, you know, like, how much does it cost me per mile for my fuel bill? How much is my operating cost? I don't always break all that stuff down by the mile. I break it down to, well, we need this much in a month. As long as Martin makes that, the rest of the month, it doesn't really matter. He can work or he cannot work as long as we make what we need to do. But I do know what our truck costs per mile for fuel at certain dollar amounts. I have it written down. And just take advantage of a lot of these apps, like the Open Roads app. I don't think I paid anything for that other than the overnight fee to get our fuel card. And the first week out, it saved us a lot of money. Second week, not so much. So then we went and got a card with Maverick, and we saved money on that. And we've been using that last week. There's the Mudflap app. So there's a lot of tools. You just got to stay on top of that stuff and really, really watch it to get the best benefit out of it.
Yeah, when I go to Arizona, I'm using Mudflap, but my majority of my fuel is coming off Open Roads, and this is in the Midwest.
Yeah.
But out here on the coast, like the only place that Mudflap is beating out Open Roads is Arizona right now, rather than New Mexico.
When we were in Phoenix, I couldn't even find anything for Mudflap in the Phoenix area. So, but Open Roads had places. So that's why, you know, you don't want to lock yourself just into one card. Have numerous cards.
Yeah.
But
Then,
it's even like with the different places. Like, you normally used to know that like South Carolina was cheap on fuel, but if you went to Georgia, it was more expensive. Now all that's gone out the window. Now there's the prices it makes no sense, you know.
I saw today in Pennsylvania with the Open Roads discount that their fuel prices were like in the $6 range. They're like California prices, and I was like, holy smokes! I cannot believe that just happened, but it did.
Look at Alice. Look at ATOB. It's like it's all, they call it a fuel card, but I rarely use it for fuel. I usually use it as a line of credit, just because it goes off the EIN of your business, not your. It's not personally guaranteed, so it builds business credit. But you get a 5 cents off. So if you guys find a mom and pop that isn't on either of those networks, if you swipe it using that, you're gonna get 5 cents off. It's typically gonna be the pump price is gonna be lower than any discount in your area. And in addition, you get that 5 cents, and it's a line of credit for your business for repairs, or if you want to, you know, just build credit or float.
Yeah, when we were at SEVA, a lot of people questioned, like, why are we stopping at the Sinclair? Well, because the Sinclair at the time was like, you know, 30, 40 cents less a gallon than going to like Love's. And it was even less still, regardless of our discount we got at SEVA. So it's just all about being smart, planning these things out, and being aware of, you know, prices in the market that you're going to.
Yep.
Definitely.
Hey, yes. Yeah, you were good.
Sorry, my hands started wet. I'm doing dishes. I just thought there was a spot, so I'd say hi. If someone wants to come in, you can kick me out or whatever.
Actually, I'm gonna hop off. I got to go finish up dinner and go eat dinner.
Okay. Good to see you, though, Alice.
Yeah, tell Martin we said hi.
Talk with all you guys. Nick, thank you for letting me hop on, and everybody that said hello, you know, hi back, and thanks for watching the channel. And I hope everybody's staying above water out there.
Good to see you, Alex.
You too. I'm gonna text you actually when I get off.
Yeah, text me.
All right.
See you.
Later.
I'm gonna go back to dishes. You don't want to hear dishes.
No, we don't. Love you, mean it.
Love you more.
Yeah. Jim State Fisherman said, most YouTube channels I see are mostly boasting and lie about what they are doing. Yeah, I think the guys that are here on this live right now are the opposite of that. We're kind of transparent to a fault. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think. I mean, I know these guys pretty well, but you know, like I've actually never met either of them in person. So who knows?
Well, I should see you once you get down to Tennessee, because I spend a lot of time in that region.
I know. I've been into Vegas. That was like my normal lane for like, gosh, this seat sucks so bad. Okay. Yeah, I went into Vegas, like that was my normal lane for like months and months, but I always just assumed you were gone. And then the times where you were there, I was not able to stop.
It happens. That's trucking.
Yeah. What part of New Mexico am I in? I am in Farmington. Let's see. Mark M is telling me I should sell the truck and get a company job. Maybe. I think I'm not going to. I think I've got too many opportunities, too many irons in the fire at this point. I think I ride it out. Ride it out. And if I go down, going down with the shit. It's all good. Oh, there you go. He was saying, me and my buddy are looking for more trucks. And if you're looking to sell, I'd be interested. We have a trucking company here in New Mexico. Well, there you go. I got a buyer. 300,000. 300,000 will take it.
Bargain.
I'm joking.
350 if you imported the seats.
Yeah.
With your signature.
Yeah, I'll sign the hood, and that was stupid. Someone asked me if I would sign a shirt. They said, hey, would you sign a shirt for me? And I'm like, I don't think I would. I don't think so. Like I don't know. What would I sign? Velox? Like I don't. How do I just like chicken scratch Velox with my crappy handwriting with like a paint pen on a? I don't know.
Chicken scratch. That's a hell of a terminology. Chicken scratch.
You haven't heard that before?
No.
You guys don't say chicken scratch in England.
No, we don't. No.
What do you say for poor handwriting?
And careful, you don't be throwing no Dixie slang out there.
Crap handwriting.
Oh.
My fuel is stay with discount in Florence, Kentucky, but I would disconnect and go to Sam's Club.
I'm surprised that he got out of trucking because I don't think it was just one truck. I think he had a couple. So
one's in the workshop, or was in the workshop. He was having problems with it. The engine had let go, had it rebuilt, and there was problems. I believe that's what Eddie was saying in another live. It's good to get some straight. Appreciate the information.
Sorry, yeah, Stephen. I mean, we're all about the good information, man.
Fans too.
Yeah.
Feet pickies.
What is that all about? I'm gonna sell. Yeah.
He's cracking a joke.
I was gonna say I'm trying to be sensible about it. I think no, I'm not even gonna read it because it makes no sense.
Getting that Reefer mile up 1/100th of a penny.
Oh.
RN in the house like 30 minutes ago. What's up, RN? Here you go. So Eddie Driller said he's going to Walmart.
Yeah, they got a pretty good base salary now. What is it, like 120? I can't remember.
Something like that. 115, 120.
They just got so many rules, man. It'd be like going back to work for like.
That's what I'd heard.
Yeah, it'd be like the way I look at working for Walmart and FedEx and all these big companies. It's like it's not trucking. It's like it's a 9 to 5. You know,
right?
It takes away the spirit of it. So commercial.
Yeah.
Someone was asking me if I said I was going to get off in a half hour, and it's been over an hour. Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I know, but that's okay.
Captain John was here.
Captain John was here like an hour ago. No, actually, okay. So we're now 9 minutes away because I'm skipping so many people. Sorry to everyone I'm skipping, but
yeah.
So he says, with my truck, I think of fuel as $1 a mile. If the load makes sense with that deducted, then I go for it. I'm doing way more multi-drop loads now and don't feel the hit. Yeah, multi-drop loads. The only problem is that there's a lot more like possibility of like losing a day. And if you lose a day, then you lose a load. So I'd rather do a 1-in-1 with a decent rate that pays the bills than a better paying load because you end up doing less loads over the, so I might get $5 a mile, but it takes me like 2 extra days to make all the drops or whatever. Then you're losing loads.
You're basically explaining the difference between the short game and the long game too. And that's my same thinking behind that is if I do the short game, that I'm hitting a receiver. Well, with me, with being a team, it's hitting a receiver and a shipper every day versus every 2 days. So there's much more opportunity for my truck to get shut down and losing a day on the short game than there is the long game.
Yeah.
So yeah, I might take a little bit less on the rate on the long game, but I still got that truck running. And ultimately, at the end of the day, running team freight is going to make me more money at a lower rate than running the short haul next day delivery stuff. Because all it takes is one receiver, one shipper to ruin my whole week.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. But $1 a mile, that's what I was using, but now I have to do more than that because my reefer fuel and DEF. I'm at about $1 a mile with the truck, but then you figure in reefer and DEF, yeah, I have to do about $1.20, $1.25 a mile for fuel just to run the truck down the road. RTS says, Christopher Richards said RTS has been getting good discounts with Casey's General Stores. Jim State said you can double up with A to B, which when they contacted me to maybe like make videos for them or whatever, I was thinking about it, and then I was kind of asking them if I could get set up with them, and then when I found out it was 5 cents across the board, I was like, well, that's garbage. Why would I want a fuel card? But I didn't realize that you can double up. You know, that's.
I don't think you can because I've tried it and I couldn't confirm that.
Okay.
But it's confusing how it comes through the ATOB. I don't think you can though. So I mean,
okay,
I'll have to try it again and see if it works. But I know just by linking my bank account, I get that 1 more cent, and I just went with that.
Gotcha.
For sure. But they reached out to me to make videos too through a third party, and I told them, I was like, what they want you to say about the card, I don't agree with. And I told them that. I said, I don't agree that you're one of the best fuel cards out here because you just aren't. 5 cents isn't cutting it. I mean, you can go straight to TA, you can go straight to Love's and get way better than that.
And I told him, I said, I can't say that until I've used your card for any amount of time. Like I'm not going to vouch for a product that I've never used. Sorry.
I think it's a good product, but it's not. I don't think it's a good product the way they want to advertise it, right? Yeah. I mean, a line of credit, not personally guaranteed, so it's through your business to your IN.
That's good. Yeah,
those are all pros, right? The lines of credit are going to vary based on how long you've been in business and whatnot, and how often you use the card. They gave me $1,500, but they also gave a friend of mine almost double that. You know, so it really varies on how long you've been in business. So
yeah. Rich Taco said rate per mile doesn't mean crap right now. It's all about rate per day, cost per day. I mean, the cost per day matters how many miles you run because we're burning so much fuel right now. But I agree with you in general that, if you can run, what's that?
Oh, Best is in the comments saying he likes the T-shirt.
Oh yeah. Is he in here? Where's he at? I'm not even down that far yet. I'm gonna get to you.
He'll be in tomorrow's messages
we'll
once
catch you tomorrow.
Let's see. Every industry has its ebbs and flows. Our industry has seen its share of big dips. I'm voting to stick it out. Yep.
Yeah, I think it's right to stick it out, but it's. I was talking with James earlier on, and he was saying about what he was like, the idea of what he wants to do, and I think people we should be out here making a lot more information, because there's a lot of new drivers coming in that have come in too late or come in with not enough information, and they're looking for help because this is going to get messy, and if you can produce on your platform something where people can listen to you and you can give true advice, that's what it's all about from what I'm thinking,
Well, we all bought our trucks before these crazy hikes. Now me and Nick here, we bought top of the line trucks, but that's still lower than a basic fucking truck that's coming out today. So it's a whole game for guys that came in 6 months ago than us 12 months ago, 13 months ago it was. I mean, 217,000 was my truck. That's what you're buying these Freightliners for, if not at minimum. Unless you're ordering one. If you're custom ordering one, you'll get a deal and you get a wait on it though. Could be 12, 18 months.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Plays on Freeway said, Kyle, I never thanked you for the help with running an auto trans down a grade.
Welcome. Put that shit in low. It'll slow you down to the 2 miles an hour. 15. Yeah, I didn't know that either, but reading those manuals, it's very handy.
I think I taught Jessica how to do that in our Suburban because we were going down a pretty long grade, steep grade, and she was riding the brakes all the way down. I'm like, man, you're riding the brakes and they're gonna get warped and wobbly. And I was like, you need to put that automatic down into third gear or second gear, and it'll hold you back. Hold you back. Yeah, Lee Shaver said it's now May 3rd. He's still waiting for my response. Yeah, haha. Very funny. Hey, I dropped the link. So with both feet, if you want to jump in, you're more than welcome. Anyone else who wants to jump in, we got a couple spots open if you guys want. Let's see. Mark, maybe you can answer this. Calling Schneider for a load and no one is answering the phone. Do they work on Sundays?
Yeah, you got to go through to what are you, van or tank? Well, I don't think you're tanker. What are you, van or flatbed? Just go through extended, or if not, if you're with Schneider, you should be able to freeform in with this, the tablet. Use that. Just say, "Oi, somebody ring me," or I normally add on a few choice words if I want somebody to ring me, and they generally do. Yeah, word up. Good looking shirt, Nevada. Mr. Best says he's a tart. Yeah.
Or
he's
other
a
guys
tart.
out.
DOTJB in the house.
Hello, Walmart.
Yeah, Dirty Broke recently had a Walmart driver interview. Good insight for those interested. Yeah. Oh, hold on. We got to stop the show. Mama is in the house. Hi, Mom. Love you, Mama. I'm sorry we didn't get to see each other when I was rolling through. I rolled through my hometown, the town that they live in, but I rolled through about hour after she had to go to bed because she had to work at 6 a.m. So I wasn't going to stop by her house at 10:30 at night. Wouldn't have been kind. Wouldn't have been a good son thing to do.
Okay.
What's my operating cost for April? Not sure. I haven't looked at my spreadsheet in a while. I'm kind of just trucking and sending out the invoices and trucking and sending out the invoices and then buying houses and then trucking and then sending out the invoices.
That?
What's that?
You excited?
Yeah, it's just I think the excitement is I'll be excited when we're actually there and doing it. But like right now it's just all like the hard part and all the planning of moving a family of 6 across the country and all that bull crap.
It pays off when you're sitting in the house like I am. I mean, I walked downstairs today and I was like, wow, I can't believe this is our house. This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna love it once you get it all done.
Martin was like, "Oh, hey, you're in Vegas. You should have stopped by and told Kyle you were there. They're moving. They need some help." I was like, "Oh yeah, I definitely can't make it. I'm busy, super busy, swamped with work." 34-hour reset in Vegas, but I have no time to help Kyle. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, he's
never,
not. He's not.
I never took a 34 in Vegas. I've driven home.
He did.
I've driven home from St. George, Utah, instead of taking the reset out there. I just drove home.
Okay.
600 miles deadhead home. Let's see. Everyone's talking about fuel cards. You guys can check out the comment section. OTJB said, "Oh, that's Brit." It is.
It is.
It is.
It is.
We're firing up the engine for the Great Freight Survival Race.
Yeah. We should do that. We should just do like we were all doing great guns in the last one. Nick wasn't, but we were all doing great guns in the last one. But I just think that people should see what it's like now. Because, I say people make decisions based on what we talk about, on what we do on our channels and stuff like that. And I just think people should be aware of the ups and downs of this industry. Not that it's all ups, because it isn't,
Totally. And that's, I because I've been doing more customer freight, I don't share as much of the numbers as I used to, but I
Right.
still try to do like a weekly, like, hey, this is what I did this week. And it's significantly less than what I was doing 6 months ago. I mean, I was doing, like a lot of 8s to like 9s, and even sometimes 10s on like 4.5, 5 days of work, in like 2,000 miles or less. And now I'm
comparison
doing
video. We just got
more
back.
miles.
So once I start running and actually have a solid month to compare, and then I'll look at a solid month from 3 months ago, and I'll say like, okay, we ran about the same exact amount of days in a month, blah blah blah. Here's what we made it last year, and here's what we made this year. And then you could clearly see. I'll do miles, everything.
Yeah. All right, I'll be looking for that video, and then I'll just copy and paste it and be like, see, this is what we're talking about right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll just actually take your numbers and implant them as mine. And people will be like, how much did you make with one truck last year?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, just like this was produced by Nick and Nick, and then just had like 14 times premium, and had a bunch of videos of a head view, side view, side profiles.
There's some Instagram filter or something that I can like put my face on your face while you talk or something. We can do something. Face swap. Anthony Molina said, I've been waiting for months for my new ride, getting a Pete, taking delivery 1st of August. Think positive, keep moving forward. Yeah, man. I mean, it's a tough time to buy, but if it's kind of like me and my wife buying a house. If it was the time to buy and you already were planning to buy and now you got to pay more. I'd love to tell you like, man, you should wait until the prices go down, but like, I don't know what's going to happen in the future. And in the meantime, you need to make money with the truck. So yeah, it's kind of one of those things. James Best said, bailing out ain't it? Too soon to tell, but time to set yourself up. Yeah, I think bailing out ain't it for me either, man. I mean, I get it. I like I said, I considered it, so I understand why some guys are doing it, but I also
it depends on your situation. That's everybody's situation is different.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Mrs. Velox is going to sleep at the sink. You're making that poor lady do all that work, and she's falling asleep at the bloody sink.
I know.
I'm unmuted because I was just gonna say bye. It's almost 8 o'clock here, so I need to get little ones to bed and all that.
All right, love.
Okay.
I just want to say hi.
Yeah, thanks for that update, Jessica. I appreciate that. Let me know about the kids.
Well, I mean, trucking is also riveting to me, also. So.
Oh,
so riveting.
They gave me an update. I gave you an update. But anyways, I gotta text Alice back.
All right.
Okay.
Oh.
Bye. Yes.
Gracias. Bye, guys. You want to say hi? Do you want to do? There's a million. Yep. Here.
All
That's
right.
why I'm muted.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Then there
Sorry,
was
guys.
3.
And then keep on trucking, brother Nick. You're going to make it, my brother. Keep the faith, Nick. God bless. All right. There we go.
Hey, hi there, everybody.
What's up?
Hey.
Oh, not much. Hey, Kyle.
How's it going?
With
Good.
both feet. Okay.
Good.
How have you been running lately?
Yeah, how's it work treating you?
I'm doing good. Actually, a couple months ago, I started talking to a dedicated customer, and I got on with them, and they've been good for me. I'm running, 5-6 days a week for them. It's just like 140 miles there and back usually twice a day, not always, but some shorter haul stuff.
You see, we've actually sat and had lunch together. Now I'm on the panel.
Yeah, thanks. So I owe you one. Next time it's my turn to buy.
Yep. So you've been on dedicated, so you're not even seeing the difference. See, my brother's the same way. My brother's still making as a team over 20,000 a week. I mean, he's running team freight, refrigerated, and he's got a dedicated account that pays just amazing.
By the way, did you find him a build slot?
No, we're still looking. So that reward still stands if anybody's got a build slot.
Hey, yeah, do I have any moderators in there that can get rid of that bot?
Yeah.
Here, I'll pop in there and get it.
Yeah, you're not
Thanks, Kyle.
live often enough to have a lot of moderators. So
I know
nobody's got the wrench.
Well, I have a bunch. I have a bunch of people with wrenches, but they're mainly just. I think they're like my family and stuff, and I don't think that many of them are in here.
Mm.
But let's see. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you were. This was before you were jumped in. You said kill the bots.
Yeah.
Hey, you know you've made it when you get spammed by the nudie magazine people. That's when you know you're a big time channel when they come knocking on your door. Trying
Coming. There you
go. Let's see. Thank you, Kyle.
That's weird as well because Kyle like came through the door after as well. It's like he's gone out the door to sort
take
the
care
chat
of
out,
it.
and then he's come back through the door.
That was what it looked like.
I know, it's weird. That is weird, actually. Question: what do you think? I get $1 a mile loaded and empty plus 75 surcharge. Who's this? Raymond Wilson. Okay, is I get $1.
Yeah, it all depends on if you can profit at that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, $1.75 a mile.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch it.
Is that the? I mean, are you an owner operator? Are you? I mean, you're paying for. You're getting a 75-cent surcharge, so you must be paying for fuel. So, are you? Yeah, that seems a little low. But I do know there's some guys like down in Texas and stuff that run pretty lean, like $1.90 a mile, and they make money at it. They just run the miles and keep their expenses low and do their thing. But I couldn't live. I mean, my truck burns $1.25 of fuel a gallon. I mean a mile, $1.25. So I got to make a lot more than that.
Yeah, there's just so many variables. You got light loads and you got a Cascadia. You're getting on flat ground 9 miles a gallon or something. Maybe it's not so bad, but if you burn fuel like Nick and Kyle, then you're in trouble. You can't do
that. Ron Morrison, he's had some negative comments on some of my videos too, and now he's jumping in here saying boring. Sorry, bro. Feel free to move along.
Yeah.
This is what my lives are. It's just me hanging out, talking to the comments. That's just kind of all it is. I wish I had more production quality and value, but I don't. Sorry.
That's a little hard work for our lives.
Yeah. I'm not the other trucker James Best. I don't got the studio with the microphone and the call-in hotline and all that. That ain't me. I'm in a hotel room with a cheap laptop, like a $200 Chromebook, with a cheap camera. It's yeah. Let's go. Bristol going strong. Nevada blows me away with their numbers. Yeah, they did pretty good during the Great Freight Race last November, whatever it was.
And we made huge improvements on that. That was like just starting.
Yeah.
Yeah, boast. Ross Kaiser, NorCal checking in. What's going on? There you go. Kyle Crewy said boring too.
Okay.
What part were we at?
I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe that was when my wife jumped in and was talking kids and stuff. We were saying goodnight to each other in front of 100 something people, saying our sweet nothings. Love you. Night night.
Yes. That popped up just before I got in.
What are you
So-
seeing for rates?
I probably
Who are you asking, me or?
Everybody, what are you guys seeing for rates? I know you're on dedicated, so I understand if you don't want to say, obviously.
I just got a load at 320 a mile for all miles, and it was 2 picks and 1 drop.
And you're running Reefer,
Mm-hmm.
so you're about low threes. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
High twos, low threes, or
Yeah, but I don't move the stuff in the high twos. I just can't. So it's got to be like 325 a mile because I know I always end up doing more miles than what I should or what it says I should. It's just the nature of it.
So since we bought our house and came back out, we have been seeing low twos to low threes.
Gotcha.
Pretty big gauge, but that's what we've been seeing.
Yeah.
Typically, it's up in the mid twos. And this is team freight, of course, going coast to coast. But that's what we're seeing. Now, we have gotten, like when I first came out, my first load was $4 a mile. And going up from here to Vegas to Seattle, and then coming back down to Reno was 3 something, and then going back up, I forgot what the hell it was. But so when we first came out, I didn't see no difference. And then then it slowly started going down and down and down. And now we're kind of in that mid 2 range, doing 1,500, 22,000 miles.
In 2 days.
Yeah. If I get loaded on 7 a.m. on Monday, I'll be anywhere
Yeah.
in the country Wednesday morning. Anywhere
That's
in the
crazy. You guys definitely run hard. You guys
got
don't slack.
Yep.
So
we stay on our schedule. We're only home for a few days. Wife's staying up till 3 and 4 in the morning. She lays down, and then I get up, in case the load pops up. We just stay on schedule.
Yeah.
Like that's why I just cracked a beer. I'm waiting for my sleep time to initiate so that I can have a couple drinks.
I get you. Wild Case said, "Hey Nick, I'm at 1 year with my own authority, 1 truck and dry van in Western New York. It's crazy how it seemed to fall right off the cliff with fuel prices and rates." Yeah, I mean everything kind of converged at the same time. We were talking about that with Stuart earlier. It's definitely a more challenging market than we've seen as new authorities to the market with both feet. You jumped in right after me, right? Or right before me?
Yeah, well, November.
Okay.
It was after. It was November when I got go.
Gotcha.
I got my authority in September, but yeah, legal government took till November to get rolling.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I've been, hanging it. I've been doing Amazon Power Only in the beginning, and that was way up through. Even I looked today, I booked ahead some of the short-term contracts, and I was making decent money through the end of March. So, and then right at the time that this dedicated thing popped up. So yeah, I've hardly skipped a beat. Yeah,
I'm looking out dedicated freight right now. How'd you come across that? How'd that process work?
It was actually the customer I worked for last year was my last company job, and they're short drivers and needed more help, and apparently they liked the job that I did for them or for the other company, but they knew I went and got my own truck. So yeah, their transportation manager gave me a call one day, asked me if I'd consider coming over, and they gave me a rate, but we had to negotiate a fuel surcharge in there, and that was before things got this nuts. But still, I knew I needed some protection. They were starting to rise, and I was looking ahead to that because, yeah, the profit.
Do me a favor, call that guy back and see if he's looking for a team. I'm serious. And if he's got something going on and he wants to negotiate, tell him to call me.
Yeah, right. It's back and forth to Twin Falls from Boise every day.
Well, I'm looking for something a little bit longer than that, but I'm sure he might have something on the books. Who knows?
Could be. Yeah, I'll ask him. I'll throw it past him.
Or if he's looking for like a one-off thing where he's like, "Hey, I need a team," I'm up in that Idaho area pretty often, so that's a regular lane of mine. I go there for some of my better freight.
Yeah. Right.
Gentlemen, I'm gonna have to jump off a minute because I didn't realize what the time is. I got to kick off at like 3 o'clock tomorrow morning, and it's like 11 o'clock here.
You always start early.
So I've got like 4 hours sleep. I'm going to get 4 hours sleep, so I better
Right.
go. But good to talk to you, Nick. Good to talk to you, Carl, and young sir. And I'll catch you again another day.
Be safe, buddy.
All right. Catch you later.
Thanks,
See
Britt.
you guys. See you, Mark.
All
Thanks
right,
for jumping
bye.
in.
No worries.
Okay, I'm going through and giving people wrenches because there's some shenanigans going on in the. Oh, there we go. Kyle Crewy was timed out by Plays on Freeway for 300 seconds. Yeah, there we go.
Are you messing with the smart home shit?
There we
I
go.
totally did not turn off the light.
So my home's all smart and stuff, so you can go on an app and turn on lights and lock doors and all sorts of weird things.
You're all rich, man.
Hey, Mrs. Nevada.
Came with the home.
Hello.
Hi, Danielle.
How you doing?
Good. I don't go on Facebook very much, but I went on Facebook the other day and you're recommended as a friend, and I was like, hey, that's Danielle.
She's a lot more active on there than I am. I've got one, but I only go on there to sell stuff, like Marketplace. And
I do it for my family. I get to see my nieces and nephews on there, so.
I've got one photo, and I was looking really angry at the sun. Yeah, and that's my photo. So every once in a while, I'll throw a truck photo on there or something like that.
That's great.
That's funny. So OTJB said I only see 4 wrenches. Well, I changed that. I gave you a wrench. I gave a couple other people wrenches that I see in the comments a lot. Jim State Fisherman got a wrench. I forget who else I gave a wrench to, but I was trying to hand out some wrenches. Let's see. 7.3 diesel and Peterbilt grinding said truck in Nevada.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna steal your name, Velox.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I might shoot up in the YouTube algorithm. Be like, Velox, Nevada. 21.
Hey, I used your name on a few videos. I was like, trucking. What did I say? Trucking Nevada, trucking and trails with Velox 18 or something like that. I tried to steal you guys's.
Jump in the algorithm.
That's how I roll.
I've
man.
just been trucking everywhere.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, Jesse Cruz said, "Where are you guys from?" I'm from California, but I'm in New Mexico.
Right. I'm in Boise, Idaho area.
And we're in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Viva Las Vegas. Yeah, I was the TV just turned on to like the local news or whatever. And they kept talking about Las Vegas this, Las Vegas that. I'm like, why do they have Las Vegas like news on out here in New Mexico? And I'm like, oh yeah, there's a Las Vegas, New Mexico. I forgot about that. So weird.
All right.
That's funny. Yeah, Alice said haters gonna hate, yet they still watch. Let's see. AJI said, if your operating costs are above $225 per mile, you may want to ring the register. I will be honest with you. I am currently at $290 a mile. That's with room for my kids to go to private school, for me to save money in my savings account.
See, I think there's a difference
and all
between
of
what people understand what operating cost is. Some people like to take their housing expenses and put that in there as well.
I put all of my all my expenses so that I have one number.
See, when
for
I
my
do
whole
operating
house.
cost, I think, what does my business cost to operate? Because my personal life is my personal life. My business is my business. Now
Yeah.
I could separate the two.
Yeah. No, and I think that's how I originally was gonna do it. And then I was like, you know what? Like, I just want to know what I just want my one rate per mile that like is my break even point where I can pay all my bills, make sure my kids are clothed and fed and in school and all that stuff. And that way I just have that one number in mind. So mine's 291 right now.
The only problem I have with like that and I get the logic, but the problem I have with it is like, okay, now you're so much focused on the rate per mile and not so much what the gross per your week for the business is going to be, right? So it's forcing you to press for better rates, especially running Reefer. I understand this. You need to, and you should receive more. But now you're so much focused on that, you might lose out on opportunities. Whereas like if you actually knew what the business cost to operate and looking at the overall gross for the week that's going to bring you, it's going to be a kind of a good mindset. So almost in an essence, you should kind of know both numbers. Like what's the cost for the business and what's the cost for your personal with the business combined.
Yeah. And that is, I mean, I know, based on what happens to me is my mileage fluctuates greatly. So the rate per mile thing is like only as useful as I can be consistent with my miles. So obviously I need a much better rate per mile when I run 8,000 miles in a month. So I actually have my numbers broken down to where it's like, okay, when I run 8,000 miles in the month, I need to hit like, I forget what it is now. It's like 3 something per mile is like my rate per mile for all my stuff. But like, yeah, when I'm up doing kind of like the stuff where I'm more dedicated, running more miles, doing 10,000, 11,000 miles in a month, then I can go with that one number. But I've kind of adopted the 10,000 miles just because it seems like that's everyone's common number, and it makes it's kind of like it makes it uniform across everyone. So I can just kind of, when I say the number that I'm saying, then other people recognize that number compared to their 10,000 miles, per month kind of number too. So I don't know.
Up until recently, I haven't even had to worry myself with any of this information because like we've just been so profitable as a team. Our numbers are double.
Yeah.
And it's really like the surplus. One load could pay for everything for the week.
Yeah.
And cover the fuel cost of everything, truck payment, fixed cost. And then I could do 2, maybe 3 other loads after that. And that's all pocket money.
Yeah.
So now that things are tightening, this is where things for me I make a churn. Now I need to start thinking, okay, how do I save? What do I need to be doing to tighten up the budget so I can keep that profit high? I'm still at a point where it doesn't matter what I do, I'm still going to be profitable. Like when it's going to get really tough is when profit's completely gone. It's all survivability. Like all you're doing is working to make sure your business can make it to next week so that you might be able to turn a profit that week. Now, if we get to a point where we're there, that's going to be hard. And I'd say it's borderline, and it's already been there for some people.
Yeah.
Just how they set up their businesses. So, you got to be real mindful of that when things are tight. Things haven't really been tight for me, so never really had to worry about crunching numbers.
Yeah. Exactly.
So it's interesting hearing you talk about it. I'm sitting here thinking, like, I don't know these things because I've actually done them before when I first came out. I was like, dude, it doesn't matter what we do. One load, we're done.
Yeah. And I kind of got like that too, even though, so I had this whole spreadsheet already like filled out, and I just had to edit it once I like with the updated fuel costs and everything, because I had it kind of figured out for like, okay, how am I going to run in California? And then I was like, this is like, I don't have to even pay attention to this. Like, I'm so far exceeding what my break-even point is. I'm like, it's irrelevant. And then but on that spreadsheet, then I was looking at Tennessee numbers on the DAT, and I was seeing what my numbers would be out there with the fuel cost out there, and I was kind of changing my numbers around. So I had this like weird spreadsheet, and so I like kind of merged it into one spreadsheet and just said, okay, here's my numbers. Here's like what I want my savings to look like. Here's what, and I kind of like reset my numbers a little bit with the fuel prices that are going on right now, so I could have a accurate per mile number. And so now my goal is to hit the 10,000 miles a month. Like I just got to keep the truck moving.
That's the toughest thing for me is the fuel prices. Cause even like, I might have to fill up here for $5 or $4, whatever it is in Nevada, but then I could truck all the way to Oklahoma and get it for $3.
Yeah.
I can't do that no more. Right. Yeah. Oklahoma is $5 too. Everywhere it's $5 a gallon.
Yeah.
Or we're getting cheap fuel. Illinois, just under $5. Oklahoma, just under $5. Maybe mid-4s if you're lucky. I mean, that's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane, the fuel prices. And that's my biggest struggle. I don't really have so much of a gripe with the rates. What's eating my profit is cost of fuel.
Yeah. Big time. Yeah. Snorlord was on live earlier. He said there was 3 stations in his network, whatever they use. I think he's got Monastic plus a couple other things. There was 3 that were under $5 in the country right now. And one was in Oregon, so you got to pay 21 cents a mile there or whatever it is anyway.
Yeah.
Depending if PVC is included or not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jim State Fisherman said the Midwest has a high average rate right now for sure. East seems pretty low. West seems to be down on the load count. South is pretty typical. And talking about spot market freight. Mark M said you got a 6 drop Dallas to Miami, $3.70 a mile. Out in the morning, last drop Friday morning, no sweat here. I got paper logs. Don't wear down your truck with low rates. This is constantly moving machine. I got you.
You got paper logs though.
Yeah.
Come on, team it up, buddy.
2 cents trucking said we are contracted above the market. 32. I don't know, 32, $4 a mile, even more on the meat loads for the rest of the year.
There you go.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah. If I could what's the twin to Boise? I don't know what that means.
Oh, that's the run I've been doing.
Twin Falls. Twin Falls is another city.
Yeah. I knew Twin Falls. I guess I didn't. I didn't know it was called the Twin.
I think
Twin
he
Falls.
called it Twin. Yeah, Twin. I think he said Twin short. Boise Twin.
Gotcha.
And he meant Twin Falls.
Yeah, local vernacular. Sorry.
Purely. Yeah. I mean, I crunched the numbers though. And I'm like, hey, I'm good after a week. One load, I'm done. And I've done it multiple times. And I ran my numbers and I was like, I run one freaking load, doesn't matter where I go. All my shit's covered for the whole week. Fuel. I might have a little bit of our payroll that would go over into the second load, but very little, like a couple $100. Now it's getting a little bit tighter where it's now our expenses to run and operate are actually at 1, 2, maybe even 3 loads. The week we might, I wouldn't say we break even. Our business is always profiting because we're a team, but it's still not like the profit. We're not profiting 10,000 a week guaranteed. Like that was like a minimum guaranteed 10,000 a week. Like
That's
it was
crazy.
insane numbers. And so now that's a little bit tighter. We're still doing good. Like my last paycheck, it was like 17,000 gross for us, and we took home 12,000 of that. And there's some fuel in there. So I'd say about 5,000 in fuel. There you go. There's 7,000 net to the business. So, I mean, the numbers are still good for us, but once you start seeing me look at like, wow, I was taking home maybe 10,000 instead of 7,500. Now I got to start keeping an eye on this stuff. I mean, it's just things are tightening. And so everybody should be keeping an eye on the numbers, especially if you're a solo driver. You should have been knowing this from day one. I mean, the fact that I could drive a truck like you do, Nick, is just, fuel is killing us more than it does everybody else.
Yeah.
Our fuel bills are higher than anybody else. So, I mean, and I think your truck does a little bit worse than mine, I think.
Oh yeah, that's probably what it is. And the way I drive it like I stole it.
Well, so do we. No, we're still out here doing 70,
Right, 55.
70, 80 miles an hour. I mean, we're still doing it. I mean,
Yeah.
we tried the lower the speed and really what do we get? If we do 62 miles an hour everywhere we go with a light load, best we can do is 7.5. If we don't do that, we're doing 5.5, 5.7. So we're getting 2 more miles per gallon. I mean, it's a couple $100 every trip cross country, but it adds up.
But the time adds up too. You're going how many less miles during that.
When I'm hammering down and blowing your guys' doors off, I'm kind of enjoying it. Like, see you, motherfucker. Oh, you want to try and keep up with me? Oh, you think you could do 75? Well, I can go faster.
Yeah, that's funny.
A little bit of right-hand gang. I don't know. You get bored on the freeways. I mean.
Yeah, 100%. Mark M said, if you're running your wheels off thinking of just profit per day, you're forgetting maintenance. No, that's worked into my whole equation. The spreadsheet.
Gotta have that.
I don't got a maintenance account. I don't know what your guys' deal is. I got a business account. Everything I do is for my business. I pay myself for the business. I do everything out of my business. Every dollar that's in there is going to keep my truck running. What's a maintenance account? I don't put aside money separately for maintenance. It's your business.
I guess but I'm saying in my rate per mile, I figure a certain amount for like to make sure that I have
when
money.
You're calculating profit.
Yeah, like to make sure that there is maintenance money figured into how much I want to make on each mile, so that way I'm not like, okay, I'm trying to make this much to take home, but it's like, obviously, like you said, it's the business has to come first and then I pay myself. So if I'm shortchanging all these little nickel and dime things that are going to add up, because even our trucks, we like just whatever, oil changes and greases and whatever.
I just said it. Goodyears and Bridgestones on a trailer is $720.
Yeah.
That's insane. That is 3 times the cost.
Yeah. And so that's, to me, it's like that. So that is kind of what I'm talking about is I just want to figure that into each load when I'm looking at the rate per mile, I can see what I need to hit. But like I said, the biggest variable for me is how many miles I run. So it's really a frustrating dance I do with do I need a higher rate per mile because I'm not going to run as many miles this week, or am I going to, or do I need to get, can I take a little bit of a lower rate per mile because I'm going to be running my butt off this week? My weeks fluctuate pretty gnarly based on how far I'm going out. If I have to be home for one of my local loads for a customer, then I can't go out and just kind of follow the loads around. If that month that I did the dedicated stuff, or more or less dedicated, I had 8 pre-scheduled loads out to St. George. That was my the most miles I had done in a month, the most money I had made in a month, and the best, the most consistent that my business ran. It wasn't the most profitable I'd been, but it was it was easier to figure. Everything was.
If you could have picked up a return to match each one of those loads, I would have. You'd have been right there, but yeah,
it was. I started to, and then the loads that I was getting dried up, and it was like, man, now the backhauls are harder to come by, and I was kind of struggling.
Like that, what you're saying is where the rate per mile, I guess, makes sense for you more, because you only run so many miles in a week. For me, what makes more sense is my truck even rolling, right? Because I don't have an hours service issue. So if my truck is sitting for a night, I'm losing money.
Yeah. Exactly. Ryan Peterson, Nick, when are you planning on moving to Tennessee? June, man. 1 month. We're closing in on it fast.
Yeah, he'll be here before we know it.
Yeah.
Congratulations to both of you guys for your new house and your upcoming new house. That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, we're signing Friday, so I'm not letting myself get too excited until it's signed, sealed, and delivered.
Yeah. But on the rate, for your situation, it's good to have an idea of your monthly or weekly, at least, is where you need to look at, because your mileage is so variable.
Yeah. And that's how I used to do it, is just, I had a certain amount per. Hey, Kyle looks way different now.
Yeah. Much prettier.
Isn't he? I know.
I had kind of this certain amount of gross revenue I needed each month, and I would just shoot for that gross amount each month. But now with the price of fuel being what it is, it's like that number doesn't, there's not as much profit in the revenue. So listing loads for under $1 per mile. Yeah, I saw a couple loads where I thought, they're not really trying to get that, are they? I almost wanted to call on one and put it on the YouTube channel just to see if I could just try and negotiate with them. I even thought about booking a load with a broker that I'd never wanted to work with again. Just, oh yeah, no, I'd love to take that load for you. $1.25 a mile, sign me up. I'm just trying to get home for Christmas. I don't know.
Yeah, you're at $1 per mile. I'm thinking more like 10.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So Christopher Richards said, last figure I did, my operating cost as of now, all expenses, no personal stuff, was $1.28 per mile. So I think that's pretty pretty good right there.
That's where I'm roughly around that area. That's where we're at.
Okay. How is my fuel is like $1.20 a mile? How am I that bad?
Really?
Yeah. Once I include DEF and reefer fuel included.
Reefer. Yeah, you got Reefer. And,
yeah. It adds up.
I never really included DEF.
I know I never did either. And then all of a sudden when it jumped up, it was like $4.99 one time when I was putting fuel, and I was like, I gotta start like figuring this in. This isn't just like a little $20 I throw off to the side.
What
now.
I noticed is a lot of places are keeping the DEF price almost the same as the diesel.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you see it real low, fill up there on your DEF, even if you don't need to. Typically I'll just fill up every other fuel up with DEF, but now I'm actually paying attention to what the DEF price is. If I look at it and it's much lower than what the pump price is of diesel, I'm topping it off.
You know, it's funny. I just put it every time I fuel. It's just too easy not to. And then if I try to get in like a rhythm like that, I'll forget, and then I'll end up with a red light on, and I'll be like, "What? Now I gotta stop and try and find DEF somewhere because I've."
Well, you're also solo too. When I was solo, I would always just top everything off because the less time you have to stop for something, the better.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when we do that in the wintertime, because you're going to hit that one truck stop that's frozen.
Yeah. Every winter, anytime we stop for DEF, if we're filling DEF.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Even when they put those the coats on them, huh? The little insulated things. Yeah.
Just ran into too many problems where like it's like, oh, we're kind of like jumping from truck stop to truck stop looking for a working DEF pump. Come on.
Yeah. So I think that's you guys, Trucking Nevada. They're mixing our names up.
Trucking Nevada Velox,
Trucking Nevada 18.
Yeah.
How often do you get up to St. George, Utah? Do you guys ever?
Not as often anymore.
It's a short hop.
Yeah.
That's where we met, but
It
that's a short hop like from where we're at. So we're usually just a pass through.
Yeah.
And like in the summertime, I'll go that way a lot more. But typically, I'm going the southern route from Vegas down on the 40 to try and avoid like the 70 and the 80.
Yeah.
Unless I'm going up somewhere north where I need to, then I'm typically going at the 80.
Yep.
I don't run the 70 in the winter.
70, yeah.
That's 6
I've
hours
never.
of training, no thanks.
I haven't ran any of that in the wintertime at all. I've only driven up there. I mean, I've only gone out 80 once, I think, once.
Like once you throw chains and stuff, it's just a slow roll. But what the problem is they shut the roads down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I hate when they shut the
Especially in
roads down.
Wyoming with the blowing wind.
Well, more so on the 70. Dude,
True. Colorado shuts down all the time.
84 Oregon over the Blues. They shut down.
Yeah.
That's why I come through. I'll go through Susanville through the back way, or I'll go up I-5. We got a chain up in 2 spots, Grants Pass and what's that place right for Weed?
Shasta.
Shasta.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shasta Mountains, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
I grew up in that area. Beautiful.
Yakima.
Yakima, Weed.
Yakima, and Grants Pass.
What's the what's the one where the scale is up there? Something with a D.
Donner?
No.
No. Durham? No.
Durham's further south. I know. I almost said Durham too, but anyway.
I have to look it up. It's been.
I know. So Lance said, owner operator here with less than 2 years experience, paying $1,500 a week for insurance. Clean record, Progressive. I hope that was
Progressive. So he's 2 years experience. Start shopping right away. Progressive is the worst for somebody who has experience. The worst. You know what? Email me nevadatruckingandtrails@gmail.com and I will give you a person to get you the best rate.
There was.
Check out my channel and I got my email in there and my community somewhere. I got stuff to contact me.
There you go. Nevada Trucking and Trails. There's the name right there on the bottom of the screen.
But there's no and in the email.
Yeah. If you take out the and you put @Gmail, that's my email. So email me. I'll help you find better insurance.
So it's just Nevada Trucking Trails.
Yes.
Yep.
Gotcha. Nevada Trucking Trails @Gmail.
Is it in California or is it in Oregon that we're talking about with the D?
California still.
I think
It's right. It's like in the shadow of Shasta Mountain. There's a scale there.
It's like right when you come in, they have that like inspection station for like food and stuff. Are you talking about? It's right at the 89. It's right where you cut off through the back way through Susanville.
I can't remember, and I can't look it up right now because my phone is charging over. That's what happened when I had that crazy echo going on. Is I was trying to switch from hosting the thing on my phone to hosting it on my laptop, and I screwed it up. It was fun. And then I got the giggles. I couldn't stop laughing because it was just so ridiculous. The amount of echoing going on was like, oh my gosh, ridiculous. Let's see.
Dunsmuir.
That's what it is. Dunsmuir. That's what I was thinking of.
Dunsmuir. Yep.
Okay, Gem State Fisherman said, and for the folks brand new, don't forget to include taxes. Forgetting to put money away for Uncle Sam will hurt at the end of the year.
Unless
this is
you
true.
W-2 yourself and then you pay taxes as you pay yourself.
Unless you buy $250,000 worth of equipment and you have a bunch of depreciation to take your your taxable income down.
Right.
Or
You
if you have a buttload of kids too. Buttload of kids help lower your tax bill as well.
In a couple of years.
I'd say you need to have at least 20 grand every tax for Easter too. I mean, come on, it's Easter. If you have 20 grand put away, you're never gonna have a problem. If you got $20,000 set aside for any tax issues, I'm talking like a one truck operation though, not like 50 trucks obviously, but coming out here, you want to save up 20 grand. So if you're making any moves towards the end of the year, you might want to just think April's around the corner. Let's wait till after tax season, file, figure out what your liability is, and then have that 20 grand just sitting there waiting. If you eat it up, you eat it up. If you don't, then it's there for whatever you wanted to do.
Yeah. Yep. So James Best kind of sided with me a little bit. He said paying your salary, which pays home bills, is a business expense, which would be in your cost per mile equation. Sucker. I added the sucker. He didn't say sucker.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could do my payroll.
Yeah. Let's see.
Payroll would be a business expense, and
yeah.
They said there's high demand for teams still. Do you guys find that? I mean, you said the rates are lower, way lower, but is there still high demand to move the loads at the last minute?
I think so, yeah.
Well, I know there's a lot of brokers I talk to, and I do talk to them, kind of like start, conversating and saying, hey, my husband-wife team, because I'm looking for a dedicated run. I would like to make 20 grand, be home on the weekends. If I could find that, you bought my truck.
Yeah.
And I know there's runs out of Vegas that pay that. For one run, it's 10, 11,000. I'm willing to do 2 of them a week for 10. Get me back home. I'll take the weekend off, do a reset, come back out on Monday, get you 2 more runs, go anywhere in the country. But if it's New York, I might want a little bit more, like New York City. But other than that, yeah. So I'm looking for dedicated. As far as demand, I mean, we run a lot of solo freight too. So I mean, it's just really where our truck's positioned. But no, I wouldn't say it is. I mean, if it is, there is a demand. It's not worth it.
Yeah. I agree. Okay, so Isaac said he makes $1,200 to $1,500 working for Cisco, hauling that food, and works out of the Modesto Cisco, so right there near me. So he probably delivers food that I've eaten. Think about that.
He's probably home every night too.
It's an important job. Every day they usually have to work nights, or like the midnight shift. But yeah, home. Every day though.
I'd say it's good money.
And the midnight shifts is nice. I like those shifts.
I'm glad I'm done with night shifts. Like I still like driving at night, but I can't do the all the way to the wee hours of the morning and then sleep during the day. Like it's just I was getting crazy. I mean, I'm always a little, but I was driving myself nuts.
They're fighting, so I figured I'd separate them for a minute.
Yeah.
Kyle and the dog, or
No, the two
Both
puppies.
dogs.
They're brothers, so they love to irritate each other and everyone else in the house all the time.
The next few months will be interesting. Lots of folks are going to go under this year. I think you're probably right. I think you're probably right.
You know, there's several that have just hung it up too before they got underwater, which is probably smart too.
Yeah, well, I'm too stubborn for that, I think.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, the one thing we got going for us right now is like we could both sell our trucks and make a profit, like you said right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
yep.
Our risk is what, 0? It's just it's getting out of the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the big thing. We're not underwater. I mean, it's been much worse for so many more guys. I mean, I'm not even complaining right now. I'm complaining about high fuel rates, not so much, whatever. But the high fuel is what's killing me. If I got one complaint, that's what it would be.
Yep. Yep. Rich Talker says
yours will be the same because we both drive the same truck. So.
Right.
Rich Talker said that's why I say cost per day, cost per miles ain't it. I'm telling you, the other trucker, James Best, has changed the vernacular of YouTube all by himself. Using words like vernacular ain't it. I needed someone to tell me that.
I thought it was pretty smart.
There you go. He said, need to know and pay attention to both, Mr. Taco. Jessica said, wow, babe, and I don't know what she meant.
She's probably seeing you on the camera. She's like, ooh.
No, that's
cuddly.
That's she doesn't say wow when she says that. She says something else. But yeah, that means she usually that comes with like a roll of the eyes and like I embarrassed her a little bit. That's the wow babe that she gave me. So if cost per day is 1,000, does it make sense to run 650 miles for it? Exactly, because how much fuel are you burning? Like how many miles you go affects your cost per day because you're driving a certain number of miles.
Right.
You're burning fuel, and right now fuel is a huge cost. So we gotta take it all into consideration.
Makes sense.
All into consideration. There it is. 100%. Both is it. But no one talks about cost per day. All we hear is miles. Yeah, you're right. I talked about cost per week and cost per month a lot, but then I don't know. You just kind of talk trucking it with enough people and you watch enough YouTube videos, you just get stuck on the cost per mile thing, and it just kind of becomes like the standard. So you just go along with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
That wasn't how I started.
Well, the load boards and everything show you rate per mile, so you're kind of get in your head, you know, what am I making per mile? Then you break it down. Can I make money at that? So you do your cost per mile.
Yeah.
Kind of get stuck in the mileage thing.
Yeah, here BT is he might be talking to Jim State Fisherman, but he's hurting me with this too. Fun can make you broke. Hey man, you know what? Sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes you gotta have some fun.
Make everyone broke.
Sorry, I'm trying to catch up. I don't think we're too bad, right? No, we're definitely bad. We're really bad. Gosh, I'm trying. Okay, let's see. Trucker Nate said, one last comment. I'm checking out 3 a.m. start to get down to Fontana. I appreciate all of you. Your insight helps me keep my dream of becoming an owner-operator alive. Thank you all. You're welcome, Trucker Nate. Thanks for jumping in and hanging out. And you're probably already gone because that was 17 minutes ago that you left this comment.
Oh.
but yeah, 3 a.m. is going to come quick. So
yeah,
get some sleep. There we go. All right. Tennessee should be good. I like it. Man, everyone's got 3 a.m. appointments. 3 a.m. Bakersfield, 3 a.m. Phoenix, 3 a.m. I'm tired of this 3 a.m. stuff.
I know.
I did 3 a.m. yesterday morning, this morning. Wow, what day is it? Yeah.
Sunday.
I know, right? That's why I'm like, wait, that was this morning.
May 2nd.
May 1st.
Well, it'll be May 2nd tomorrow. Day's over.
It's only 8:30.
All right, let's see. I'm trying to just fast forward. Yeah, RN said I'm out here just thankful I'm still company.
Bad way to be right now.
Jim State said run Reefer on start stop as often as possible. Yeah, Frozen, I can't do it. And then I learned from Cassius King that produce needs the airflow, so I'm staying on the continuous with the produced. Let's see.
If it doesn't say continuous, I'll be doing stop run.
Well, even on some that say continuous, it's like it's silly to run it on continuous, so I just do start and stop. I'm just saying. Let's see. Oh, look at Asia My Show jumped in. What's up, Alex?
Oh, man.
This was 11 minutes ago. You're probably not here anymore, but thanks for stopping by.
Busy.
Yeah, he's all over the place, man. He's doing things.
Yeah, Alex is a good dude.
Mm-hmm.
He's the reason I have a YouTube channel. I wouldn't have this without him jumpstarting it. I had 20 subscribers when I got interviewed on his show, and most of them were my family members.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was a real true story.
That's cool.
It's about where I am.
Yep. That was when so I think the day after I did my interview with the Asia My Show, he interviewed the other trucker, James Best. And that was the first time I had seen James Best was from Alex's show too. So he helped us all out.
Nice.
Helped us. We all kind of learned. He's helped a lot of guys out. I'll tell you that. A lot of guys out. Did you guys interview with him?
No, he shared me out. He's put a little video together and promoted me and helped me out. And I've talked with Alex once, and we've done a few things together. He is a really good dude, solid guy. He's always been supportive of other guys out here. I got nothing but respect for the guy. Mm-hmm. And anybody who says a bad thing about him, I'd just be like, I'd be looking like a little stank eye at them. So.
Oh yeah, no. Anyone who has anything weird to say about him, I just feel like you're just a hater. Get out of here. You don't like it when people are successful. So
Exactly.
Let's see. Barry said, "We'll soon see who built businesses to be profitable on low rates." Yeah, everyone said we should build our businesses that way, and then it happened.
I want gold grams.
Yeah. Jordan Young said, "So is there still money to be made as an owner operator? If you can buy it."
Money, but it's getting to the point where like I could see it getting to the point where it's borderline like, hey, if I'm a company driver, I'm making almost the same thing. So right now it's almost like survival. We're like holding out for like the good weeks, right? And I mean, I wouldn't say we're there yet, but it's like a point where like, we're waiting for that good week to make it worth it. It's not 1 week that's going to do it anymore. It's just a lot tighter, It's hard to say because it's different across the board for everybody. We're still profitable. We're still making money. We're still doing it. It's just not as good as we were doing. There's a lot more expense. Repairs, fuel, everything. I mean, everything is just multiplied. So it's getting tough. One downtime in repairs, it's not just a little thing anymore. It's a huge thing.
Yeah.
Downtime and not having parts could be huge. So get some people and save up your money because we're in for a storm. Yeah. That's my advice.
Yep.
We're all going to survive and weather it as long as you didn't go too crazy.
That's wrong. It's trucking. ING.
Did he do it? He did it.
He did it wrong.
He did it. Hold on, there's another. But he put truck trails ? Yeah, he did them. He did them all wrong.
It's Nevada Trucking Trails at Gmail. So there's no and. Like the name of my channel is Nevada Trucking and Trails. If you take out the and, that's the email.
To all together. But thanks, James, for trying.
Yeah, James threw out there. Alex is awesome. Yep,
Alex.
we all agree. We all agree. I have never set my reefer to start-stop since I bought it. No amount of fuel is cheaper than a rejected load on your insurance. That's yeah. I mean, I guess I've never even come close to it. Having a rejected load. I don't know. Closest thing was when they left that pallet of stinking what was it? Baking soda on my truck. That was a fiasco.
Yeah, I remember you had your whole sleeper filled up.
You know, I didn't share this out. I didn't share this out on the channel because I really didn't like it. It really angered me, and I didn't want to dox this guy, this poor like broker, because I knew that's what would end up happening. But he never paid me on that whole load because me and him got in a disagreement about. He's like, oh, they only give me $50 for the redelivery fee, and I'm like, bro, you don't know what I went through to like take that pallet, transport it to my house, store it for a day, redeliver it in my pickup truck, repalletize it at Old Dominion outside so that they would receive it as a pallet and not just as, 60 boxes of whatever was, there. And I'm like, you can't just do $50. Like I gave my son $50 to help me, do that alone, let alone like the fuel of driving around and all my time. I mean, I get paid more than my son. Sorry. But yeah, he was, and so once I said, no, you're going to pay me more and we're going to, then he just like ghosted me. He just never paid me anything. And so only recently did I have someone follow up. So I have my wife follow up, but now I had someone else follow up representing me and it scared them into paying me. So, yeah, I think they thought she was a lawyer. But she's just a friend's wife. And he was just so mad that they never paid me that he was like, give this information to my wife. She's like a bulldog. She'll go and get that money for you. And so he like sicked her on it and they paid like within like 24 hours. I had money on my account. So not the full rate, not the full amount. I mean, it was like the full rate, but not the lumper fees that I paid out of pocket and not the other stuff that they like the redelivery fee and all the stuff that I should have had, detention time. But anyway, another non-trucker. I'm a non-trucker, but I love the content from many of you guys in the industry. Thanks, Armando.
Yeah.
We just got paid out on that
Montana
fuel tank issue, and same thing. Like I forgot about it, and then like we did taxes and shit, and I was like, oh yeah, remember those expenses? And so I reached out to them, and like they're like, yeah, we're still determining liability. I was like, okay, well, let me know if you're still determining by the end of the week, because I'll be home Monday and I'll be home for a week. If you're still determining, I'm going to take a different course of action. And just so you know, my truck had grossed $17,500 per week during that time. Talking 2 weeks of downtime to get that fixed. So it doesn't turn into a $5,000 issue. It's a $35,000, $40,000 issue. And yeah, they sent us a check like in 2 days.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you telling me that story, and I was like, man, I got to do something. I got to do something to get that guy. But Jeff Ravello said, I don't have much driving experience, but just started with JB Hunt doing intermodal out of Stockton. That's cool. JB. Isaac says, we should probably hold off on buying our truck since we have a shortage. I mean, there's still, yeah, I mean, probably, but right now it seems like the whole economy is about to like, it already is contracting. So there's going to be lots of trucks available, and yeah.
If you were thinking of getting in, just wait, watch, listen.
Yeah, you can get into trucking.
Doing what you're doing.
Find a good company.
What
Yeah.
you think you needed, you now need twice as much. Got it?
Yeah.
Just sit back and watch. Not saying don't do it. If you're in a good spot, everybody's situation is different. You can jump in it. But my recommendation would be sit, watch, look at fuel, download the DAT. You know, DAT's free. You can download the DAT app, look at the rates, run the numbers, figure out what your profit would be, and then keep a percentage for stuff you don't know, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So Jim State says basically what I was thinking. If you can find a truck and trailer for a decent cost, then go for it. But right now the cost of equipment is too high. So
It's
Way
another
too high.
factor.
yeah. And you want to like me and Kyle talked about this. Like we were starting things with our trucks. And he's leased on and I'm on my own authority, but we were both kind of like getting these big payments for the first time and all of this stuff. And it was like, okay, but we know that like this is kind of the time frame to learn the ropes because we can mess up and not have it affect us at all. So it's actually a good time. And then some people were telling us like, oh, well, you guys are going to not know what to do when the rates collapse. It's like, well, no, hopefully we'll get enough experience in so that when the rates do go down and fuel goes up, just like what's happening now, we have like our wits about us, which I think we kind of do. Like, I think we understand the business a little bit better now because we started last year.
That's still a thinking. I'm in the process of doing that right now with like, I'm dispatched where I'm at, where I'm leased on, I'm dispatched.
Yeah.
Now I've been here for 4 years. So I personally, not my company doesn't allow this because I learned this later. I didn't know, but I personally could dispatch myself if I want to. However, I still feel that I'm learning. And now that we're in a downturn, I'm going to learn even more. I'm keeping track of this stuff and I'm paying attention to what they're getting. And if I come in and I start doing it myself, well, I need to be doing better, not worse, right? Because then I defeat the purpose. So dispatching myself, it's still being dispatched. And I will still remain dispatched until my truck is paid off. Because then again, once my truck is paid off, I can afford to make mistakes. And I stand behind that.
Yep, 100%. With both feet, were your equipment paid off or you still have a payment?
I took a HELOC out to get going in this. So yeah, I have that's sort of a payment. It's an interest only 10 years, but yeah, I've got to pay it back. But yeah, it was much better
deal
trying to
than
find a truck. Oh yeah.
Yeah, not bad at all. For those of you who don't know, that's a home equity line of credit. So he
better than commercial rates, I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
I've been paying like 3%. Yeah.
Yeah. And truck, they're somewhere around 10, 12, 13.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy?
Or higher.
You know what's crazy? I got 2.9 on from PACCAR Financial.
Sweet.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Is that because the program you went through maybe?
I think because of it's a large down payment, $50,000. You know, it's more down than I could have come up with on my own.
Yeah.
My brother had $50,000 put down on his, but it wasn't going to change the interest any different. He was at first commercial loan, 12% or 12.99 through Volvo Mac.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, I had done one commercial, but it never went. Maybe it went on my EIN, maybe it went on my commercial, and I just didn't know that it did. On my my business credit, but no, because I remember her telling me that they were treating it like I have really good credit, so maybe it was just really good credit, 50,000 down, 5 years experience, 6 years experience driving. I'd already had a truck and paid it off with Ideal Lease, which was
I think that's where it's at. If you
PACCAR,
paid it off and you had that for a while, that's where you got your good rate.
but that never showed up on any of my credit reports. But they knew about it because they were the dealership. So it's like, PACCAR and then Ideal Lease is part of that. And so Ideal Lease was like,
I'm dumb.
kind of like,
if you got 2.99, you should be making videos on this shit, dude. Because I don't know how the hell you did that. That's insane.
I didn't know what.
It says we forgot the word in front of that. Here's your rate.
Yeah, I don't know how it happened either. I just kind
Because
of
at 10, 12%, I'm saving up cash and buying cash. I ain't even messing with finance. I'm not even gonna touch. That's just me personally.
yeah. Carlos, thank you for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you. I won't buy coffee with it. I actually take any super chat you guys give me after the 40%, and I give them to the food program at my church. So thank you. You're helping feed people. My church gets groceries from a food bank at like they get like 12 cents per pound, I think, or something like that. So they get, or maybe it's 20 something cents. Anyway, I forget what it is, but they get a crazy amount of food for a really low price, and then they redistribute it to needy people in our neighborhood that live in and around the neighborhood where my church is. And every other Wednesday they have, or the second and fourth Wednesday of the month, they have a grocery assistance program where people come and get groceries for their families. So that's what that goes towards. I appreciate you guys. It's definitely not required, not asked for, but I appreciate it, and it will go to a good cause. Let's see. Lumper fees are a racket. Some of these lumpers like Capstone charge ridiculous amount. Yep. I paid $430 on that load that I never got paid on. Paid it out of my pocket, and then never got reimbursed because the guy never even paid me for the rate on the load anyway. So I was gonna do all the stuff and send it to whatever. And I'll be honest, being a one-man show, and like my wife's awesome. We have 4 kids at home, and Gus has autism, and her life is hectic as hectic can be, with me being, she's basically a single mom with a kid on the, with special needs. And so I don't ask her to do a lot with the business, but that means that I have to kind of like decide sometimes to make decisions to just eat things or not pour my attention and focus and time and energy into things, because my time and energy is better spent on finding the next load instead of trying to chase these guys down and interrogate them and intimidate them into paying me what they owe me. So I just wrote it off. Things were really good at the time. I had over $20,000 in my bank account. I wasn't like hurting for money. So I just kind of like was like, okay, I'll come back to that later. I had my wife actually email them and stuff, but the guy just ghosted me. And I always thought like, I'll come back around and collect from him. And then I just have been focused on, life and running the business. But maybe that's not good to do it that way, but that's just kind of the way I do it. Let's see. So what do you all think is good to start hauling? Reefer, flatbed, tankers, whatever's moving around where you live. And I mean, it's all different, but it's all trucking. I mean, there's pros and cons.
In it. You can't just start up tankers right off the back. A lot of them, if you want to get to a good company, you have to have at least 2, maybe even 5 years, depending on how.
Yeah, depending on their insurance record.
Exactly. Even flatbed, you have to have a couple years experience. So just what got.
Yeah.
I mean, but a lot of these companies say they want 2 years experience, and then you go in there and they've got guys fresh out of school all over the place in their fleets. So don't just see it written on their website and be like, oh, well, I can't apply to them. Like, go in and talk to them, apply to them, because you never know.
They could train you in it, and that's perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you'll start going as it goes up.
Yep. Alice said, holy crap, you're still alive?
Yes, we are. 3 hours and 22 minutes ago.
Oh my gosh. I know. And I was like, I need to edit my video and then be in bed by 10. That was my goal. And it's 9:50 right now. So, oh well.
There you go.
Oh well. Let's see. Trucking together. I got my first truck on a line of credit from my home. And when I sold that truck, I paid it back.
There you go.
Yeah, it's been real nice not having a big payment every month.
Yeah. Yeah, I would bet. Yeah, because you said a 10-year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's only for 10 years.
Oh, interest only 10 years. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, it's like you got time to pay it off. It's
$300 a month in interest, and yeah, I've been piling some on it, but
Of course.
But
Yeah.
I don't have a minimum that I have to pay. It's great.
Yeah. That way, when the lean months come, you're not hurting like I am.
Right.
When that $3,150 comes out of my bank account automatically, and I'm like, oh wow, okay. And then sometimes it'll land on a Tuesday, and that's when my fuel comes out from my fuel card. So it's like 2,500, 3,150, and then you're like, oh my goodness. And then you're like, okay, the trailer payment's due in like a week and a half. That's $1,300, and you're like, all right. I gotta try to figure something out here. This is
Up on
getting
the load real quickly. Give me a minute.
it's getting exciting. Barry said, experienced dispatcher can be extremely helpful right now. I have like resisted like paying for a dispatch service. I like having the control, but you're right. I think in this type of a situation, their connections, their experience with brokers, if you have a good one, and by a good one I mean someone who actually has connections, and they're not just taking loads that you could find off the load board and taking a percentage off of them and then giving them to you. Like that's not a good dispatcher. A good dispatcher has brokers and shippers that already connect with them and offer the loads to them before they ever hit the load boards so that they can get it covered through their trucks. If you have a dispatcher like that, then you're doing good. And that's the kind of guy that I think if you could find, then, that would be good. Yeah. Lex Shaw, right here. Adco told us, Packard Financial. Estes Express is hiring. That's actually where my father-in-law works. He traded in all his long hood Peterbilts for those yellow and black bumblebee looking little internationals and Freightliners. So my father-in-law, he saw my truck when I visited Tennessee, and he sat down in it, and he was like, I think I need to buy another truck. He's like, I miss it. So anyway,
I know the feeling. My dad just got his younger brother's Mac, and he missed it so much.
Yeah. Let's see. Power only would be good entering into June out here in California, but harvest ends in November. Yeah, the ag seasons really, like, they should still be good, but it really depends on weather with ag. I mean, a couple years ago, the tomato season was killed because we had like a couple really bad hailstorms come through and just damage all the fruit. And you're like, and it knocked nuts off of trees. I mean, peaches got damaged, all these different types of fruit. And like, it was just kind of like a couple cells of really gnarly, intense hailstorms. So, but in general, yeah, the harvest season is good for trucking in the Central Valley of California. That's for dang sure.
Well, it also takes a little bit of volume out of the dry van too.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's good.
Yeah, there's another good rate.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm.
So he got 3.99 for PACCAR, 30,000 down.
Yeah, I don't know where you guys are getting this.
PACCAR Financial.
Call that for a refi.
Let's see. Here you go. Hell, I'm getting 12.9%. Christopher Richards.
See, that's what I would say is like standard.
Yeah.
That's
How crazy. I don't know. That's cool. That's cool.
Maybe it's a PACCAR thing. I don't know.
Mark M said, you got to wrap it up, man. It's over 3 hours. You can leave. I mean, you're more than welcome to leave. If
I'm having a
Nick,
fantastic
you know what,
time.
Nick? The lighting in this live is just killing me. I think we should just call it.
No, I know. I actually, I'll be honest. I already killed one battery on the phone, and I'm killing the battery on the laptop right now. So we are going to have to call it quits because I don't have a
Potter movie to go catch tonight. So
nice. I don't have a charger that plugs into the wall because I always just charge everything in the truck.
Yep.
So normally hotel rooms have those little USB things now where you can just plug it into like the lamp. Not at this old La Quinta that I'm in.
yeah,
So
well, rates are tough. We get it. I mean, we're kind of stepping down in the hotel realm.
I just look for one with a dirt lot next to it. That's like my only criteria is, does it have a dirt lot next to it where I can park my truck, because that's all I care about. But yeah, I should have changed my criteria a little, raised it a little up a little bit higher.
Hey, when
So
you got your truck parking, did you use an app to find that? I get that question a lot on my channel, like, hey, where do you guys park? I mean, I do it through my carrier, so it's a little bit different. But did you found it yourself? Did you use an app to find it, or how did you find truck parking?
what do you mean, like the hotel with truck parking?
No, just at home.
Oh, at home?
Is there an app? Because I heard like
No.
he said something about an app one time, and I've been like scrolling through his lives trying to find that one little video where he mentioned it.
No, I never used an app. I just drove around and I was like, hey, they have truck parking over here. And I started in one lot, and then I was like, looked over the fence and I'm like, hey, they got asphalt over there. And I was like, why am I parking in the dirt over here when right next door? So I was like, I asked a friend of mine who lived in just in the next town over, and he was like, oh yeah, that's from the little fuel stop. If you just talk to them, that's where you go to get the information to park in that lot. And so then I went and talked to them, and it was like $25 more per month to park on asphalt instead of in the dirt. And so, yeah, I said, okay, sign me up. But yeah, no, so it was just word of mouth, local, people. That's it. But other trucker James Best, $10 for the church groceries. Thank you, James. Appreciate it. RN sounds like you need to factor. Yeah, I do. I took that load from a broker that my factoring company wouldn't factor because they're new and they weren't established. They didn't have credit. And so I just went ahead and said, I'll just do it. And lo and behold, I got burned. So after that, I only haul loads that are either from someone that I trust and that I already have a relationship with, or someone that my factoring company will factor. That is a criteria I put through there. Let's see. Jessica said thanks to James Best as well. Only non-recourse. Yeah, I think I'm going to talk more about recourse and non-recourse factoring in the future in some videos, because I think I'm going to switch to a different factoring company, but we'll see. Nate Train said, good show. Wish you would go live more often. You're pretty cool to listen to. Thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, I should go live more often. It's definitely something. I actually like going live at home. When I'm at home and my whole family's there and Jessica can sit next to me on the couch and we can kind of tag team it. She gets me through the comments a lot quicker. I mean, we at least almost stay up, or at least I don't fall like 30 minutes behind, only fall like 10 minutes behind. Let's see. Reefer or flatbed for our area. Isaac, dude, I think either one. Trucking Together, they bought one of each. They live up in Linden. And they bought one of each and ended up settling on flatbed, but I settled on reefer, and I'm happy doing reefer. I think it just depends. Just depends. Dave Morgan said he's doing tanker right out of school. Yep.
There you go.
Yep. Jim State Fisherman said pick a niche and master it. I like that.
Exactly.
I like that. Let's see. I'm skipping some of you guys. Sorry. Sorry, I'm skipping a lot of you guys.
I'm going to bail out of here too. Good to see all you guys. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for jumping in.
Good to hear you got something dedicated and hold you firm, dude.
Yeah, thanks. All right.
Yeah,
see
that's
you
good
on
news.
Like I said, reach out to that guy and let him know if he's interested in any. He's looking for a good team that runs some freight. So
yeah, I will.
Let me know.
Cool.
Stay safe out there.
That goes for everybody on the internet, by the way. Anybody on the internet who wants to find me a nice little dedicated run,
out of Vegas, maybe,
Yeah.
preferably. Any kind of team freight.
There you go. RLKers hiring $32 an hour out of PDX. But then you got to live near there.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. Christopher Richards, that his 12.9 or whatever he said, through his boss's financing company. Yeah, your boss is getting a kickback on that.
Yeah.
That's what's going on there. That's what happened to me. I paid 8.5% on my first one, and I was like, is that really what it's supposed to be? But that's why it never went onto my credit. It was like all like this like under the table backdoor deal where they like fronted the money for the owner of the carrier I was at, but then he like basically just guaranteed it. But I signed everything in my name, but nothing ever hit my. It's like it never happened. But money changed hands and everything happened. Like I ended up with the truck.
Can I be a pompous ass real quick?
Yes.
My interest rate's 0%.
Well, I know that because you actually are, leased on with the good carrier.
We are. 3 hours strong with 100 people. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm thinking right now I don't go live like hardly at all, but I don't think I've gone live since I was at like 10,000.
I think this is the first time you've ever done the StreamYard where you can actually bring people in, right?
Besides the Great Freight Race.
Yeah.
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 It's pretty cool. I like that because then like people that watch you, that are like, hey, I do the same thing. They can come in and they can put input on everything.
Yeah.
Especially when we get people in here that are willing to actually step up that don't do YouTube and come in here and tell what they're doing and their story. That's so interesting to me because, me and you know each other because we do YouTube videos, right? We kind of, anything that we do, we kind of share like, our motor blew up or whatever.
Yeah.
But for other people to come in and tell their story, that's the most interesting part of YouTube, I'd say.
Yeah. I liked DIY Semi. He kind of drops links and lets people jump in. And I was like, like I know that's James Best's format, like pretty, pretty much across the board. But James Best is a unique channel on YouTube. So
everything gets spoken there.
I don't try to copy James on anything.
Well, I mean, it's there. You got James Best. There's other guys like that out there too. There's
Randall's
Guilty
Pub just started coming
718,
out.
Randall's Pub. I mean, there's a lot of little hangouts for drivers in the space.
Yeah. But yeah, so I liked his when I went to DIY, and then he was like, him and Cassius King kind of going back and forth, and obviously doing Reefer. They kind of do Reefer, and that's where Fate Trucking was in there too because he's leased on, and so it was kind of like I like this. Like the crosstalk is so much better than just me reading the comments. I mean, I fell behind a lot farther than I normally would, but it also was way better, to have us be able to all contribute to, like we're having a conversation rather than trying to have a conversation with comments. Like that's just hard. I don't know.
Anytime I go live, which is very rare, I always have a subject to talk about so that even if only 20 people show up, at least I had a story to tell.
And then I try to flip on the comments for him. And point out important
we don't go live very often. We're usually contributors to other people.
Should. It's been a minute.
You guys should. It's like, I don't know. I enjoy people's live shows almost more than their videos. Like I like the interaction part. And maybe it's just because I know everybody now. Yeah.
It's same way, man.
I love people's lives and just being like, hello.
Well, it's live. It's off the cuff. It's raw. It's I'm sitting here having a beer. I mean, we're just talking trucking. This is my experience. This is the race that I've been seeing. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You can't get that from a recorded video because somebody in the comments could be like, "Hey, are you really only getting $2?" I'd be like, "Yeah, man. I mean, what are you getting?" And if you're getting $15 a mile, then maybe you should help your brother out.
Yeah. Yep. Thank you with both feet. You gave a $10 super sticker, so we got some. I wonder what the total is for tonight. That's going to the food grocery assistance program. Got to figure that out. Got to figure it out. Jesse Alvarez, hello from Madeira. right there near the house. Enjoy the channel. Good stuff. Dennis Jeep Freak, hello from Northern Canada. Northern Canada. Are you like at the North Pole? Like how far north is Northern Canada? Like how? Like that's a
It's
huge,
North Canada goes, man.
right? It's crazy. All right. I think I think I caught up, right? I think, yeah. I skipped a bunch of you guys. Sorry if I didn't read your comment, but I enjoyed hanging out.
During the show.
Yeah, we'll jump off here. We'll let you close it out. Answer
Cool.
a couple questions. We got the Harry Potter going on. Dang.
Yeah. Go do your thing.
And stuff like that. So
Fantastic Beast and Secrets of Dumbledore. I
There
think
we
it's
go.
called. So
Well, there you go.
I'll
I've never seen a single Harry Potter movie, so
I wasn't watching them as a kid.
read all the books.
if I was a
watched
kid
the
when they
movies,
came
read
out, if I was a kid when they came out, my mom wouldn't have let me. I would have been in your
Well, anything with sorcery or witchcraft thing, like
Totally.
I grew up in a very religious, strict household upbringing, and so
My
I
dad
had to
got
sneak into the
excited.
Harry Potters.
So once he finished a book, it was between my older sister and a younger sister, between who got to read the books after dad, and then we kind of just all went in line. So we were excited.
Yeah, that's fun. That's fun.
All right, thanks for on, buddy. You have a good night.
Have
Have a good night. See you guys. Hey, yeah, everyone go check out Nevada Trucking and Trails
Later, buddy.
on YouTube. All right. And I'll try and answer the last bit of these comments real quick. Alice said, man, doing a live is scary, so we haven't done it yet because of that. Jesse said, hook up with Gentry and Sons and haul boats. That would be cool. Jim State said, it's keeping me entertained. I appreciate these lives. I like listening from others who are doing similar ventures as he is. It helps him learn and progress. I agree. That's why I like them as well. Fake Trucking, thank you for the $20 super chat. That's awesome. Who is Cash and this DIY guy you're talking about? I don't know. There's a couple crackheads. What do you guys consider a good deal on a truck? Man, that's a loaded question, but yeah, I mean, you're talking like engine, mileage, make, model, resale value. There's a lot that goes into that question. I don't really have time to get into all of that. Man, I don't know. I think I'll have to leave that one for another time. Maybe go ask that on Trucking Together's channel. Maybe Martin can answer that better for you anyway than I could. So Goblin 2004, hello from St. George. That was my stomping grounds there for all of March. I was going out to St. George every twice a week, every week. So let's see. Oh, here we go. Sudbury, Ontario, 4 hours north of Toronto. So you're way over there on the east coast of Canada. So you're way up there. Barry, thank you for hanging out. Thank you. Let's see. Stephen Bannister watching from Australia. I like it. Now I feel old. I don't know why you feel old, Christopher Richards, but you shouldn't. You're commenting on a YouTube video, so you can't be that old, right? I mean, you can't be. I'm just saying. All right. I think I'll just leave that one up for a while. She says I'm cute. Richie Rich, great live. Thank you. Jesse Cruz. Let's see. Jesse Rosso said when he gets done with his injury, he's going to start making more videos. He's got a cool truck. Nevada Trucking Trail said today's cost of trucks, not very many deals. Just wait, you'll see them. RN gave $10 for the food bank. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. With both feet. Said, man, Cash says you're a great guy. Check out your channel. Makes you a moderator and call him a crackhead. That's how I treat my friends. You're my friend when I call you names. All right. That's the real deal. There you go. Okay. So people in the comments are answering your question there, Isaac. Under 500,000, this market, no more than 110,000, but having them pull the idle percentage, the high idle percentage over 30% run away. So there's some things that you can do, but yeah, the trucks are expensive right now. It is a good idea to probably wait. I think that's a good plan, man. I know you're not making a ton of money over there at Cisco, but there's other ventures you can get into with the experience you're getting over there. So working day shift, being home every day, and making that money is still pretty good. So I think it's good. I think it's good. Brian Peterson said, Jessica, you and Nick are a good team when you go live together. That's cool. That's cool. There you go. Isaac said, saved your comment for when I'm buying. Appreciate everyone's advice. Thanks for jumping in, Isaac. Appreciate you. I'll see you on the roads up there in Modesto, Motown. And shoot, had to get one more stinking super chat in before we left. 2 cents trucking, $20. Man, you guys are awesome. We're gonna have to after YouTube takes their 40% cut, we're gonna be giving away a lot of money and feeding a lot of people with all this. So I appreciate you guys. That's awesome. Jim State, well, Nick, hope to run across the same path at some point. Keep on trucking. And remember, if you don't quit, you will never fail. I agree 100% with that. That's going to be the last one. We've been live for 3 hours and 45 minutes. I'm no James Best. I can't keep going. That's just not that ain't it. All right. Doing a 7-hour live ain't it. All right. That's where we're going to end this one. Love you guys. Peace out. See you on the next live.